Hey viewers and viewers, my name's General Red Strategist and welcome back to Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. This is episode 17 now, if I'm not mistaken, or 18, it's one or the other. So basically, we've had our investigation, the second murder case is on the way, we're about to head to Monokuma Rock, well, we're here at Monokuma Rock, I should say. We're about to head to the trial, that's what I want to say. So, it's been it's been at least a week or two since my last recording session, so I may be a little bit rusty, but of course, as usual, what I'll probably do once we get down into the courtroom, just before we go into the trial, we'll obviously have an opportunity to review our truth bullets and everything like that. So it's an interesting case this time around. I'm not sure who my prime suspect really is here. I mean, I'm tentatively saying that Fuyuhiko is maybe suspicious, but then again, you know how these trials in Danganronpa go. You know, there's usually somebody who, at the forefront of a trial, it puts up as the suspect, but usually it turns out that's not the case, and they're not really the person who did it. Stuff like that. Without further ado, let's go through the dialogue here, and then get ourselves down to the trial. So, Hiyoko Sayonji is not happy. She, of course, was seen running away from the direction of Chandler Beach, where of course the murder took place. So I feel like she's seen something here, and obviously that's going to come out in the trial. No, let me go, help me. He's going to do something crazy to me, I'll be rude. That fucking voice.
Why you?
Hey, shut up and stay put, you stubborn little Lolita.
Stop it!
Stop harassing little girls. This is what's going on.
Sheesh!
Hiyoko was trying to run away, so Monokuma brought her here by force. But Hiyoko's still trying to run away, so Monokuma's trying to wrap her in a full Nelson.
Damn it!
What's a full Nelson? I don't actually know what that is. Is that some sort of wrestling move or something? Hey, if you don't stay put, I'm going to make you a part of this island's food chain. Oh dear.
Unbelievable.
Jeez, making me waste my sweet-ass time. But there's another problem to deal with besides this one. Where the heck is Fuyuhiko? That guy, he totally ditched. He totally ditched my appointment.
How strange.
He pisses me off. Jeez. I mean, that's usually the look you get when you're slightly aroused, but we're not going to... What was I just looking at just then? Eek! His anger changed his form! Hey Louie, I'm right here. Wow. Wow! Well, God, Monokuma, you're freaking ripped. Damn. You've got more abilities than you certainly had in the previous game. Fuyuhiko, you came. I was worried about you. Hey, Louie, there's nowhere for me to run anyway, so no matter the ending, I have to accept it, right? But still...
Bastard!
I'm a Yakuza. Accepting defeat is not an option. Fuyuhiko, what does that mean? Well, it's all good. If the trial heats up, it's all good.
Anyway...
Looks like everyone's here, so let us depart now.
See ya later!
I'll go first and be one step ahead of you guys.
This is bad.
G'day, mates. Crap, I'm not mentally prepared yet.
Like...
I was about to say, you know, are you ever mentally prepared? Okay. Do you even have to prepare?
Show some spirit!
If you don't have enough power, harness your latent energy. Come on, bring out that energy!
This, too, must be the will of causality.
Oh, hi. So it begins, the beginning of the end. West Country accent, that's right. I keep nearly going Scouse for some reason. Hold on. I keep nearly going Scouse in my mind. I don't know why that is. Now then, let's keep our spirits high, so we can one day find that shining hope. That's right. I can only... Moving forward is the only option. Okay, let's go. We're not going to talk to everyone, because, you know, usually don't have anything to say. Such a weird way of getting to the trial, this one. Damn.
You're so evil!
You know, looking back over the course of the game so far, there have been a lot of really weird things that have happened in this one. It's intriguing. It leads me to some interesting ideas or theories about what may be going on, but I'm not sure. I don't think I'll talk about them this episode. I'll talk about them once the trial's done, I think. Yeah, once we've obviously got on to the next chapter. Eek! No matter how many times I see it, it's such a bad taste. The worst, the lowest, most brutal taste. Somehow I moved my muscles, stiff from fear and nerves, and awkwardly walked onto the escalator. For some reason my breathing was short, and I was eventually struck by a feeling similar to dizziness. The moment all of us were inside Monokuma Rock. Weird. Deary me. I love that the eye just changes, lights up like that. A rumbling sound filled the room, and the surrounding space began to fall. It was like the ship being blitzed by cannon fire. Adding in some pirate dialogue. As it shook with a clatter, the elevator we were inside continued to drop down to the briny depths. Throughout that drop, I was fluctuating between feeling open despair, as if my heart were a rotten fruit, swelling in the sun before it finally goes squish. I suddenly stopped breathing. Hajime having his usual existential crisis. My consciousness began to fade from the pressure. I tried to endure that pressure by firmly standing on my legs. After a while, the elevator's vibrations gradually weakened. And then it stopped altogether. Ooh. Yeah, it's interesting decor this time round. I like that screen up there. Let me have a sip of tea. Hey, defeat the boring routine.
So...
I've decided to start redecorating. How's it look? Mr. Monokuma's redecoration is awesome, isn't it?
Impossible!
It's not like I'd allow you to think otherwise anyway.
That is...
To go to the trouble of doing something this elaborate. Really, what is your true intention, foul beast?
No!
Nothing really. Essentially, this killing game is just to kill time anyway. Oh, kill time?
Yeah!
I forgot actually. Kane, I actually adjusted her voice, didn't I, last episode? Doing the sort of side mouth redneck. Okay, I need to remember that. To break away from my purpose. That alone is my purpose.
Like...
A purpose is only going to be a weakness. Those who have purpose are always the weakest ones in the bunch. That's why you guys should forget about such cheap-ass purposes like trying to survive. And enjoy the class trial from the bottom of your hearts. Okay. It's starting. The class trial is starting. Mahiru Koizumi, the ultimate photographer. She had an unyielding force of personality, but she was actually very good at taking care of people. Most importantly, she was always straightforward. The person that killed her is one of us. I like how Teru is now red for dead. Is among us. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it, but... Regardless, we need to find the answer. It doesn't matter if you believe it or not. Because it's the only way. Aside from finding out who the killer is, there is no other way for us to survive. Yes. And so, this life-threatening trial, billowing with open despair, has begun. Let's save your progress. Yes, definitely. Slot 9, please. Okay, here we go. So can I set some skill points? Yes. Envious influence greatly increases influence gauge. Ooh. Cannot become effective during the class trial. Okay, that might be a good one. I've got 34 skill points total here. Shit, did I... Oh yeah, I mean I have a few. Influence gauge recovers over time during concentration and fever time. Effective during the non-stop debate, the hangman's gambit and the panic talk action. That could be a good one. Melodious voice increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Vocabulary increases bullet capacity. Okay. Ambidextrousness. Lock onto 2 statements at once. Yeah, I like that one, so I'm going to take that one. Vocabulary's a good one, I think, as well. So let's load that one. Okay, right. I really need to go and talk to Monomi a bit more. Monomi. Because, yeah, that's a good one. Panic talk action's a good one to get some good skills in, I think. Influence gauge. Might as well take delusion. Yeah. And there was one more, wasn't there? Okay, well, we can get all of those, so we might as well activate all of them. Right, open the e-handbook. let's do that. Let's have a look at our truth bullets and review this case very quick. So, start off with the Monokuma file. So, Mahiru Koizumi, estimated time of death is around 3 PM. Now, of course, we remember that Kazuichi and Hajime arrived at the diner, didn't they? Around about that time, roughly, was it? Somewhere around that time? Because Kazuichi knew that the girls were going to be having a beach party, so he wanted to kind of gate crash it, and he wanted Hajime to join him to do it. But of course, we got there a full hour early because he was like, you know, oh, they're probably not going to be around until about 4, something like that. So of course, whilst we were there, we saw obviously Hiyoko running away at one point, which was weird. Actually, no, the order of things, wasn't it? We got to the diner, we saw Fuyuhiko, didn't we? And he was all like, oh, what are you doing here? And all that, you know, his usual kind of self. Then he kind of wandered off. So then Hajime and Kazuichi waited in the diner. Now the first people to show up then after that were Mikan and Ibuki, if I'm remembering this correctly. Like I say, it's been a week or two since my last recording session, so I'm trying to remember everything, the order. So they showed up, yeah, they basically hung out with us in the diner. Then that was when we saw Hiyoko, wasn't it? Because I think it was Ibuki who noticed her first, was it? Actually, I mean, it doesn't matter who actually noticed her first, but we did notice Hiyoko running away from the direction of the beach, and she appeared to be, well, certainly according to Ibuki, she appeared to be crying, and it looked like she was distressed as well. So there's that. So I think she's witnessed something, so we're going to have to question her about this. Then, of course, some of the other girls, I think, if I'm remembering the order correctly, the order of things, they started to show up. So there's Chiaki, wasn't there? Akane showed up covered in blood. She said she'd been sparring with Nekomaru. And then Peko showed up. I remember she said she was dripping. Well, she was dripping wet, and she said she'd been swimming around the island for about 3 hours trying to find a way off. Something like that. So there's that, and then of course Sonia showed up. And then I think Kazuichi, if I remember correctly, went to the beach house, and he was the first. Well, he discovered the body, and that's when the body discovery announcement played. So of course, you know, the thing that I've been saying, I think, a few times with the body discovery announcement, when 3 or more innocent people have discovered a body, that's when it gets announced. And as far as I'm aware, the murderer is definitely not counted as one of the people who've quote-unquote discovered the body, because obviously the murderer's already seen it, they know about it. So the question is, if Kazuichi's the third person to have discovered the body, then who are the first two? I have a feeling that Hiyoko is obviously one of them, but who's the other person? That's the question. Okay, scene of the crime, body was discovered, is inside the beach house at Chandler Beach. Cause of death, single killing blow to the head with a blunt instrument. Right. No other conspicuous external injuries, no trace of foreign substances such as drugs. Right, so, yeah. There's only that one injury, so that's got to be the cause of death. Now, what's obviously interesting about the state of her body, I think, there's something somewhere in here. Yeah, well, Mikan's autopsy report is that Mahiru died instantly from the blow to the head. That's what she concludes from looking at the body. But there was something else I wanted to mention. Did we have a thingy about this? A a clue? Well, no, I don't think it's in here, but weren't they saying that it looked like the body had been dragged because the blood was streaked across the floor? So somebody has put the body up against the back door of the beach house so that people can't get in through there. Then there were the footprints outside the front entrance. Footprints found near the crime scene. Trail leads from the beach house, loops around towards the road. Footprints were Hiyoko's. So she's definitely been in the beach house. She's definitely seen something, and whatever she's seen, it could be Mahiru's dead body. It could have been a confrontation. Who knows? She's clearly run away from it. Now, obviously, I think this is the game trying to hint, oh, maybe Hiyoko's suspicious, but I don't think so. I'm not sure about that. A, because, well, obviously, the footprints are there, but that doesn't conclusively prove much. Doesn't obviously prove that she was part of the murder or anything like that. And also, of course, you have to remember, she and Mahiru were friends. So, got to bear that in mind. I think of all the people here, she's probably the least likely to have committed this murder. Right, metal bat. So, this was found at the crime scene due to the bloodstains coating. It's believed to be the murder weapon. Murder weapon used in the Twilight Syndrome murder case was a metal bat too. Now, of course, this is all connected to that video game that Monokuma produced. So in that we saw, of course, a murder case which I think we're pretty certain was actually, you know, meant to be a real-life event here. Because, of course, all the characters in it were actually meant to be people we've encountered here. So, you know, there's Guy F, who's basically Fuyuhiko. There was the various girls, like Girl E, C, all those, who basically correspond to Mikan, Ibuki, Hiyoko, Mahiru. There was another girl called Sato, though, who is obviously an outsider, the one I've never heard of, or none of us have ever heard of. This, of course, was one of the ending prizes, as it says there, for completing the game, which pretty much confirms, I think, that the events of that arcade game that Monokuma produced are meant to be real. That things actually happened. So this is the victim here of that past murder case. Another outside character who we've never encountered before. Now, obviously on the credits for the the game, it mentioned Kuzuryu twice. So the second Kuzuryu is obviously related to Fuyuhiko. So Fuyuhiko has a motive, I think, potentially, for killing Mahiru, in that if this girl is related to him, then, yeah, it's maybe a crime of, what would you call it, a crime of family relations? I don't know what the correct term would be. Yeah, but whatever. So there's that. But having said that, you know, we still don't have sufficient evidence to actually convict Fuyuhiko of this crime. He's suspicious, but we're going to need to try and establish more facts here. Oh god, I'm accidentally turning down my headphone volume. Don't want to do that. Okay, so we got all of these. The gummy bag. Apparently there are a lot of these inside Hiyoko's room yet. Yes, and of course I think one of these was actually, well, a gummy was found at the crime scene, wasn't it? Gummy bag. Do we have a... Yeah, yellow gummy. A gummy candy found in the closet at the beach house. Now, I'm just looking at this, it says it's yellow. Let's just go back down to that gummy bag. The ones that were found in Hiyoko's room, 4 flavours, strawberry, melon, grape and orange. So, just thinking about that, obviously the gummy in the beach house suggests Hiyoko obviously has been there. I mean, I say suggests, we know she's been there because of the footsteps, but having said that, those flavours, just thinking about what sort of colour those flavours would be, well, having said that, I don't know, melon, you know, potentially would be yellow, wouldn't it, actually, now that I think about it? Unless it's watermelon, which would be a different colour, but no, it just says melon, so, okay, so there's that. Which, again, is just evidence to show that Hiyoko's been there, but again, I still don't see any reason to suspect her. Now, there was this letter found inside Mahiru's pocket. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place and time? When you come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30 PM, it seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. Hiyoko Sayonji. Now, you see, looking back to Trigger Happy Havoc, we've had this before, where, you know, we found letters in people's pockets, but then later on it turned out, you know, the person who it's signed by is not actually the person who wrote it. So, I don't know, I'm just bearing in mind this could be a fake letter or something, I don't know. Maybe something that's designed to pin the blame on Hiyoko? I don't know. Having said that, if it's obviously in Mahiru's pocket, well, I was going to say maybe that means actually she was killed before 3 PM, maybe at 2:30, but could be the case unless this slipped into her pocket after she was killed. I don't know. Could be either thing, really. Okay, what else? Trash can. What was this about? There are a bunch of empty plastic bottles inside the trash can in the beach house. They're probably drinks from the refrigerator. So it's put this in here, but I'm not sure why. Not sure where this fits into it. This is something that'll probably come out during the trial. Pretty anime girl mask. Mask of the anime character Sunwich Esperito, found at the crime scene. Okay, so... was someone wearing this mask when they killed Mahiru? Potentially. So there's that. Shower room. Beach house has a shower room. That's, however, the shower is out of order and cannot be used. Right. Okay. So again, that fits into it because in the actual shower room itself, the only window in the shower room, it can be opened, but due to its high location, it can't be accessed unless you hitch a piggyback ride from someone. So, of course, if the murderer hasn't escaped through the front entrance, because obviously there's no footprints there, they haven't escaped through the back entrance because no footprints there, plus Mahiru's body is wedged up against the door to stop it opening, then this could have been used as an escape route. But then again, there's still this issue of, you know, it being so high up on the wall. How do you get to it? How would a single person get to it and open it unless they had an accomplice? And having said that, who would the accomplice be? I'm not sure. Okay, and then this is all stuff to do with Twilight Syndrome murder case. Okay. So this is all just stuff here, right. Ending prize found in Mahiru's room. This is of an envelope containing 4 photographs. Also a letter including the envelope that says, try playing Twilight Syndrome. After you get a game over, press down 5 times for your game. Once you do, you should remember what you all did to my sister. Okay, right. So, yeah, this envelope, right, I'm pretty sure we saw Fuyuhiko holding this some point in the past, didn't we? So, Mahiru, obviously, was not the first person to play it. Fuyuhiko presumably was, and he actually got the ending prize, not Mahiru. But then he gave it to her, presumably with this letter. So, okay, so, right, so the girl in that picture is his sister, right? So the second Kazurio is his sister. So it's his sister who, one of the other girls in the Twilight Syndrome murder case game murdered, right? Okay, I see. So let's just have a look at one of the ending prizes: crime scene of Girlie after she was killed with a metal bat, right? So Girlie was the friend of Mahiru, wasn't it? I've been thinking about it obviously between episodes as well, the things I've seen. So that, I'm guessing, is this girl called Sato, who we didn't... obviously is an outside character who we haven't seen. So, I think there was a thing about, obviously, the girl in the game who corresponded to Mahiru being bullied, and that could have been by the younger, well, I say the younger sister, we don't know if she's a younger sister actually, she's just the sister of Fuyuhiko. So, that's possibly the case. So Sato murdered this girl, and then Fuyuhiko murdered Sato? Okay, so, yeah, there's a lot of stuff here, and there's a lot of potential avenues to think about, but I'm not so sure. Let me just check my pet whilst I'm at it, in case it's a... Oh no, my pet's alright, it's a spare meter's up a bit though. Okay, right, so in that case, I think we're going to throw ourselves in. It's enough prevarication. Okay.
Now then, let's begin with a sip during the class trial. You, if you vote correctly,
Yep,
then
we know
only
this.
the blackened will. I'll punish everyone.
Oh, no matter how many times I hear it, it's such a cruel rule.
Don't mind me just sipping my tea in the background.
Now then, let's first discuss the motive. That masterpiece of gaming, Twilight Syndrome murder case.
Also, just before we proceed any further, I will say this. After the first trial, thanks to people commenting, I've been informed that from here on out the trials can get pretty big, or long rather, in terms of how much time they take. So, whilst I'll try not to split trials if I can, if I have to, then I say tentatively may split trials across multiple episodes, you know, because otherwise, let's say this trial goes on for about 3 or 4 hours or whatever, obviously, that's going to be a big video to upload onto YouTube. It's going to take an absolute age, so if need be, I may split it down.
What? Who cares about that game?
The outcome of this trial should be determined by whether or not we find Mahiru's killer.
Nevertheless, we shouldn't ignore it. After all, that game is the motive this time.
Yeah, you're right. Then let's try discussing that first.
Okay.
I'm sure everyone who's beaten the game already knows that it's based on an actual murder case.
Indeed.
Some of us have not beaten that game. Give us a detailed explanation.
It means Twilight Syndrome Murder Case is a non-fiction game.
No, Nagito. That's not what she means.
Additionally, some of us are characters in that game too.
Yes. Namely Fuyuhiko and most of the girls.
Some of us are characters in a video game?
I like the fourth wall breaking as well.
So, I think it's better if we clarify who the characters in the game are first.
Alright, the characters in the game were Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, Girl D, Girl E, Boy F, and the high school girl who got killed at the beginning. Yes, indeed. There it is, the cast. Alright, by using the staff roll after clearing the game as a reference, I should be able to figure out who's who. The first character the player was able to control was Girl A. Tried into Girl A, okay, right, Problem is, the only ones I can remember were Girl E, I think Sato, Girl D, Mahiru. So it's either one of these two. I can never remember. Girls A through C. Oh, it's one of these two, so... Was it Mikan?
I see!
Yeah, it was.
Girl A is probably Mikan Tsumiki. That timid tone.
Yeah,
That
that's right.
definitely sounds like Girl A.
Yeah, memory's coming back a little bit. And Girl B was probably Hiyoko, wasn't she? Because was Girl B the slightly aggressive, not very nice one?
Based on the list of names in the staff roll, I can't think of anyone else who would be Girl A.
Why am I in a video game? That's an infringement of my right to privacy.
Again, the fourth wall breaking.
A nasty, trashy pig shit like you doesn't have any privacy rights.
Oh god, somebody please slap this character around the chops and tell her to shut the hell up. Well, actually, no, don't tell her to shut the hell up. Just tell her to. Well, I've never hated a video game character more.
Ah, a nasty, trashy pig shit. I feel like I heard that in the game too. Huh?
Yes. One who said that was Girl B.
I see!
Yeah, that's right.
Girl B was short and foul-mouthed. She's probably Hiyoko.
Short and foul-mouthed? That's like the complete opposite of me.
Yo, you shut up.
Anyway, let's move on. Next is Girl C.
Which has to be Ibuki. Our Girl C, her personality was hyper-energetic and unique. That's gotta be Monokuma.
I see!
Girl C is Ibuki.
Girl, see? Then I'll see you next Tuesday.
Well, I mean, if you're offering. That face.
Let's move on to Girl D.
Yes, let's. Our Girl D has only one person who always had a camera with them. Mahiru.
I see!
Girl D is Mahiru, the victim in this case.
Yeah, that's correct. Let's skip Girl E and talk about Guy F.
Well, I mean, I suppose we'll get to Girl E in due course. He's Guy F. Well, obviously, Fuyuhiko.
I see!
Aren't you Guy F, Fuyuhiko?
I was in a game? That's fucking stupid. That reminds me. Wasn't there another person whose last name was also Kuzuryu?
Indeed.
Another person? It was one of the names on the staff roll. The names were Sumiki, Koizumi, Sayonji, Miyoda, Sato, Kuzuryu, and then another Kuzuryu.
Hold on.
A sister.
Why do you keep saying there were two Kuzuryus?
It's not like I'm wrong. That's how it's written on the staff roll. Since you beat the game, you probably know what this actually means, right?
Yes. The reason Fuyuhiko's last name Kuzuryu appears twice. It's true I have a hunch, but to call me out like that, Nagito, you're definitely someone I shouldn't mess with. Okay, the reason it's twice is probably because he had... Oh. Well, there's two sisters. An older sister and a little sister? Oh shit, which one was it? Crap, this probably mentioned it and I've forgotten which one it was. Well, for some reason earlier I said little sister, so maybe there's a part of my memory there was telling me, let's say little sister.
I can prove it.
Okay,
with
yeah,
this.
it was little sister,
In
okay.
the game, Guy F, Kuzuryu, mentions that he has a little sister.
Okay, right, yeah, maybe there is a subconscious memory in there. It was telling me, little sister, little sister. Hence why I instinctively went to that earlier.
What do you mean, little sister?
Don't think too hard about it.
This is what Guy F said in the game.
Okay. Well, now that we know it's Fuyuhiko, we'll, okay,
It's
never
pretty
mind.
clear. There's no doubt that Guy F had a little sister.
I was going to read that out, but no, it went straight ahead.
Plus, the sister actually appeared in the game. That's why the name Kuzuryu appeared twice.
By the way, what role did Guy F's little sister, the other Kuzuryu, play? You probably noticed, right?
Well, she was bullying Mahiru, wasn't she? Oh, he doesn't like where this conversation's going. I don't really want to say himself, but I need to move the conversation forward. The only character in the game I could see being Fuyuhiko's little sister is... high school girl who died at the beginning.
I see!
Okay, that's the role. You mean original murder
The
victim.
dead high school girl who was the first victim in the game is the only person I can think of.
Hey Louis, that bitch girlie, was it? That bitch, what the hell did she do to my little Okay, he did say, yeah, he
Based
did.
on Guy F's tone in the game, it's clear that Girl E is not his little sister. So if the only person left is the dead high school girl, then she must be Fuyuhiko's sister.
Why do you sound so fucking happy? That's a winning personality you've got there.
Winning personality? Are you praising me?
I don't know about that, mate.
I was being sarcastic, dumbass.
Hey, you said the game is a work of non-fiction. That means Fuyuhiko's little sister is...
Was real.
Yeah, I have a little sister. Something wrong with that? It's just a fucking game. Don't go mixing up some video game with reality.
It's not just a game. It's definitely based on true events. That's why it's the motive.
Don't go making shit up, bastard! If she was the type to die easily, I'd have fucking killed her myself a long time ago.
It's an interesting statement to come out with.
I mean, when I first entered Hope Speak Academy, she was mouthing off to me as usual and sent me off.
We're getting a bit of character development here.
It happened just the other day.
About that.
Yeah.
You're probably thinking like that because you've lost your memories.
I was just about to say, you think it's the other day, it's probably not. It was probably ages ago. And you just, the memory loss and all that.
Shut the fuck up! You be quiet!
I see. So you're never gonna accept that that game is based on true events, huh? Okay, I understand your attitude toward this class trial now.
Nagito, you seem to be doubting Fuyuhiko a lot. Do you suspect he's the killer?
A mystery that easy would make me feel sad. It wouldn't be good enough to serve as everyone's stepping stone.
Why are we letting Nagito take the lead here? Can't we just let Hajime do it?
That's why. I'd be much happier if Fuyuhiko wasn't the killer.
Yeah, why are we letting this screwball do all the talking here?
Okay, you're starting to act weird again.
Anyway, now we've established who all the characters in the game are.
Yes, let's... Chiaki, please step up to the plate, or Hajime, somebody who's, got a brain here.
Girl A is Mikan. Girl B is Hiyoko. Girl C is Ibuki. Girl D is Mahiru. Guy F is Fuyuhiko.
So now, of course, we might want to talk about Girl E.
And the first victim in the game, that dead high school girl, is Fuyuhiko's little sister.
That's just a story in a fucking game.
If so, then Girl E is Miss Sato.
Could it be? The same Miss Sato who likes white rice?
Is that a reference to something that I don't know about? I don't know.
I don't know what Sato you're talking about, but I don't think she's relevant to this case.
Just putting it diplomatically.
Maybe it's related to Gundam's last name, since they're both really plain names.
Now, let's not get sidetracked here. What the heck is that wild connection?
Tanaka may be an ordinary family name, but it's far better than Sato or Suzuki.
That's not what we're here to discuss. And he also has a strange rivalry going on.
Hey, no one cares about that. Hurry up and talk about the mystery of the game.
Huh? What do you mean, mystery of the game?
My, you don't know. I heard that girl E got killed.
Indeed.
What? No way! Is that true?
Monomi's voice.
Getting killed is so violent, don't you know?
My, such awful times we live in. Why did this happen?
You sound like you're going along with this, Monomi.
You guys are definitely friends.
Yeah. What?
So the mystery of the game is the murder of Girl E, correct?
Then let's hurry up and solve it! Let's first figure out why Girl E was killed.
Wow, you're very eager. The reason Girl E was killed, I should be able to assume why, based on the content of the game. Because Girl E was the killer of Fuyuhiko's little sister.
I see!
The reason Girl E was killed is because she killed the first victim in the game.
Which means Girl E was killed as revenge for the dead high school girl. What do you think, Fuyuhiko? Apparently Girl E was killed to avenge your little sister.
You're fucking persistent. I don't care what that game said at all. But
But what?
is that true? Girl E, she killed the first victim?
You're pretending like your little sister doesn't mean much to you, but no, we can see through you.
In order to make that clear, we need to know more about the case involving the first victim's murder.
It's the murder that occurred in the music room. I knew it would come up, so I prepared in advance.
Indeed. Broken vase, water tank and gravel,
Look.
locked door.
I made a map of the music room's surroundings, which was the stage of the first case.
Oh. Nice work, Chiaki. Reliable.
I'm surprised you went to all this trouble.
Mapping is second nature to retro game fans.
True, yeah. It is. Oh, man. God. I've seen, so many maps people made of classic game levels as they were playing along. It was the thing that people used to do. Because, of course, old retro games, usually, they're based on kind of tile sets and things like that. So if you played through them, you could sort of memorise layouts, you could draw maps of them, so you know where everything was.
Classic dungeon crawler RPGs have a first-person point of view, so mapping as you play is a basic.
We get it! Let's talk about that later so we can focus on the case.
Yeah, I think Chiaki was about to go off down a digression there.
Then, I'll start explaining.
Please do.
Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, and Girl D were at the entrance hall when they heard the sound of glass breaking. Immediately, they climbed the stairs to the second floor and headed to where they heard that sound.
So the thing is, obviously, Sato was killed, Fuyuhiko's little sister. So there's the whole thing in the game about, the smashed window, that's how they got out, the murderer got out, the school swimsuit thing, there's a pervert on the block who stole the swimsuit, all this sort of stuff, the smashed fish tank, whatever else have you. If I'm remembering this correctly, that's all basically a red herring that was put there by Sato to distract from the fact she killed Fuyuhiko's little sister. But of course, Fuyuhiko still found out.
Girl E was in front of the music room on the second floor, and she confirmed that the sound came from in there.
Because she'd just been in there.
But the door to the music room was locked.
Because she'd locked it, presumably.
So Girl D went to get the key from the office. And when the 5 of them were finally able to go inside, they found the victim's body, dead from a blow to the head. Because the music room's window was broken, the girls thought the killer escaped through there. The sound of breaking glass that they heard at the entrance hall seemed to confirm that. Plus, Girl E's school swimsuit was stolen, so they concluded that the escaped killer was some pervert. How does that sound?
That's what they thought.
Yep, an understandable explanation. Just as expected from the ultimate gamer who excels at clearing games.
But it wasn't a pervert, right? Wasn't the real killer Girl E?
Obviously. Girl E was waiting outside the music room for the other girls after she killed the first victim.
Did she lock the music room from the outside? Then she would have totally needed the key from the office.
Which means Girl E was hiding that key. We can assume she used it to lock the music room after she left it.
But Girl D was the one who went to the office to get the key to the music room, right?
Yeah. Hold on a minute. Is my understanding of this a bit off here? Hold on a bit. Yeah. Have I forgotten something about the way this played out? Oh crap. This is probably why I should go into the trials and record the episodes in the trials straight after doing the investigation, isn't it? Rather than leaving it, because I forget things.
By the way, since it was never mentioned in the game, we can exclude the possibility of there being a spare key.
You can lock the music room from the inside, right? So from there, Girl E broke the window and escaped.
Well, no, because she was outside the room.
And sprinted to the front of the music room as fast as she could before the others arrived.
No, I don't think so.
She would have passed by the entrance hall where the other girls were waiting if she tried to do that.
Then, forget this.
It's not cute to see an old guy sulk.
Hey, is Girl E really the killer? We haven't reached an answer yet.
Based on the details of the game, it's no mistake that Girl E, who was waiting in the hallway, is the killer. Then what did Girl E do after killing the girl inside the music room? I guess I need to clear that up first. Okay, here we go, we're going into a debate. I was wondering when we were going to get into one of these, because it's been quite a while. Right. Stone Skull swimsuit, Girlie's crime scene, victim's crime scene photo, entrance hall photo, broken vase photo.
After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window in the music room
Let's just look at these.
and escaped outside.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room?
To go back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall.
Yeah?
Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shattering.
Was it the sound of the window
How was she able to
shattering,
get past those 4 and wait in front of the music room?
She didn't.
She probably used a hidden passageway.
No.
Twilight's hidden passageway is the world's best!
Okay, so there's a few green points in there, weak points, but there's also a blue point. As though I could agree with her, but I haven't seen any evidence that there's a hidden passage, so that can't be it. Alright, what Girl did after the murder in the music room, I need to find a clue that will clarify that. Right, so obviously in the music room there was... Hold on, let me just look at my truth bullets again. Where was it? Billy's crime scene photo. Broken vase. One of the ending prizes. Photo of a broken vase. Girl D, show Girl E this photo. This vase was broken in the classroom next to the music room. Interesting. That's the entrance hall photo. Normally you can't leave the music room without passing through the entrance hall. Right, I'm just thinking about this. Toilet jumper tipped over fish tank was found in the music room. Gravel and water was scattered everywhere. Huh. So that's fallen down in the music room, but what's with the vase? Broken in the classroom next to the music room. That's interesting. So what? Hold on, let's just have a look at the truth bullets I've
After she
got.
killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room?
To go back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall. Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
I'm not sure.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shattering.
Oh shit, was it the window
How was she
shattering?
able to get past those 4 and wait in front of the music room?
Was it the vase they heard?
She probably used a hidden passageway. Twilight's hidden passageway is the world's best!
Okay, so of course they heard something shattering, but I'm just starting to wonder, actually, is it the window they heard breaking, or was it the vase?
After she killed the first, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window and escaped out.
So how did Girlie to the front of the muse? To go back to them, you need to go through. Plus, at the other 4 girls.
At the entrance hall, the girl heard the sound of the window shatter.
Aha, got
No,
it.
that's wrong.
Yes. Okay, took me a second, but I got there. Had to think about it.
First of all, the sound the girls heard wasn't the window breaking.
If it wasn't the window, then what broke to make that sound?
A vase.
Vase? How low can you go?
After the murder, a broken vase was discovered in the classroom next to the music room.
So, I'm just hypothesizing here, because it's the whole thing with the key then. How did, if the music room was locked?
So
What?
the sound of breaking glass that the 4 girls heard wasn't the music room's window.
I'm sure there's a simple explanation for this and I'm not seeing it. Hold on.
It was the sound of the vase breaking. Probably.
Actually, the murder was nearly finished by the time the 4 girls met in the entrance hall. Girl E killed the victim in the music room, broke the window, and went to the office to get the key. With that key, she locked the music room from the hallway, returned the key to the office,
Okay.
and went back to wait in front of the music room. All she had to do was break the vase in the next door classroom as the 4 girls met by the entrance hall.
Yeah, makes sense.
To make them think the murder had just occurred and that the killer had just escaped.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense, yeah.
So, when the 4 of them ran over after they heard the sound, Girl E acted like she had just rushed over too.
Yeah.
I see. Now the mystery has been solved.
It's gone quiet. Does that mean maybe it hasn't?
Wait a minute! The mystery hasn't been solved yet! You haven't determined what the murder weapon was yet!
Oh, metal bat. No. No. No, metal bat was used on Sato, wasn't it? Right? Or was it? Crap, I can't remember. Damn it, I should have recorded this episode far sooner. A murder weapon.
Who cares about the murder weapon? We found out who the killer was.
Not cool! I went to all the trouble of making this death march, so you gotta stick with it to the end!
What the heck? You're so annoying!
Fine, let's figure out the weapon. If this keeps up, I'm gonna feel like I need to shit.
Nekomaru, your personality is basically being loud and taking dumps.
Which means I'll feel disgusting.
You're the disgusting one.
The weapon is pretty unconventional! The answer was revealed in the game, though!
Yeah, the metal bat was used to kill Sato, wasn't it? Not the younger Kuzuryu.
Now then, will you guys be able to figure it out?
An unconventional weapon that also appeared in the game. If we're told we can't advance as long as we don't make that clear, we have to do it. I'll do it. What do you think the weapon is? I have no idea. Was I out of line just now? Now then, there's something I need to tell you regarding the white noise in the non-stop debates. Some lines of white noise are actually very durable, you won't always destroy them in one shot. Durable white noise will chip away every time you shoot them with the silencer, but unless you completely destroy them, your time limit will not be replenished. By the way, if your difficulty is set to gentle, it won't appear. Here's the base getting tougher, obtain some very useful information. I heard there's a guy named Gun something. Apparently he has a skill that can increase the power of the silencer. Gun something, I wonder who it is. What, Gundam? Was I out of line just now? Well, good luck and have fun. Okay, so white noise is getting more durable, but Gundam something or other about. Okay, broken fish tank, kills escape routes. Crime scene photo. Blah blah blah. Is it something to do with the broken fish tank, maybe?
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
It could be.
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
I mean,
That's too big to be a weapon.
I don't know. I mean,
Then the piano.
no, not the piano, I don't think.
Why are you going even bigger?
Maybe it
The
is the fish
investigation
tank.
conducts universal chaos.
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, It should have had bloodstains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it?
She beat her to death with her fists!
Huh. Unconventional weapon apparently appeared in the game, but...
A weapon inside the music room, huh?
Is it the fish? No.
What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
Stop that thing. No. No. I mean, it's a far-fetched one. I just thought I'd try it, but...
Damn it!
Think it over, yeah.
A weapon inside the music room, huh?
I think... Hold on a sec. Now, that's the metal bat found in Mahiru's crime scene. Let's, gravel and water scattered everywhere. So what is the deal with the tipped-over fish tank? Was there anything on here, picture-wise? I can't see anything on that picture. Yeah, the metal bat was used to kill Sato, not this victim, so...
What about broken glass?
No, not that either.
Damn it!
A weapon
let's have a
inside the
look at
music
this.
room, huh?
Chip, come here.
What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Maybe it's the vase, then.
Then she attacked her
But-
with the fish tank.
Wasn't that in a different room, though?
That's too big to be a weapon.
A weapon inside the music. What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death? Then she...
Oh, bloody hell, what? I have no fucking idea what to do here. Notice I can't go any longer. What? Appears trials come to an end. Okay, right, I have tried a lot of combinations there and none of them are correct. I don't know what I'm looking for. Crap, I really don't know. I'm actually stumped by this one. Okay, this is just the usual stuff that always happens. Yeah, he's not the blackened, and now the others will all be punished. That means
This
you
is
two.
our end?
Would you like to retry? Yes, definitely,
We
please.
will never give up!
Right, so... This is a strange one. I have no fucking idea. Okay, let's try this again.
How about beating her with...
Failed again. Okay. Seriously, I have been on this for a while. I have no fucking idea what the solution is here. I've been looking over the pictures, but... Right, so there's the broken fish tank in there, but I've tried that with a few different options. It doesn't seem to work. So it's not that. I've tried the broken vase with a few of them. That's not working either. I am seriously lost here. What am I missing here? What am I not thinking of?
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death? Then she attacked her with...
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going?
The investigation conduct.
It's on that big a scale too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
Wait,
I
what?
agree with that.
What? I beg your pardon? What?
I got it. The killer must have used gravel to attack the victim.
Oh my god. I get it. Oh my god, I was on that stage fucking forever. Well, not forever, but I've got to have been messing around that stage for an age there. That took me fucking forever to get that. Jesus Christ. Wow, that is an unconventional weapon. So, let me just explain what I've realised. Alright, so there's the whole thing with the swimsuit, yeah? You know, girly swimsuit that apparently went missing, was apparently stolen by a pervert. Okay, so Ibuki was saying, you know, gravel. You know, maybe she was beaten with gravel. Maybe that is the case. A girly Sato filled her swimsuit with gravel and then swung it like a kosh or something. But it's so friggin'... Man, that was just insane. I literally only got that because I was just guessing and just trying the different truth bullets with random statements. I don't think I would... I don't know. I don't know if I'd have ever have thought of that. That is fucking ridiculous, okay?
My goodness. I got it right. And I was just throwing things out there. Just as I thought! I'm chosen by the gods!
You're not chosen at all, and gravel is impossible. It's too small to be a weapon.
What if the gravel was put inside some sort of bag?
Yep. Wow. Who else? A quick survey here. People watching. How many of you actually worked that out beforehand? Because I didn't. It would have taken me millions of years to guess that. I'll be honest.
A bag? What kind of bag?
So, you know, those of you who've definitely, you know, who haven't seen this game or played it before watching this series, you don't know anything about it, how many of you worked it out? You know? Or were you all stumped like I was?
If the weapon is something that appeared in the game, then so is the bag. And the only thing I can think of is the school swimsuit. If you tie the swimsuit like a bag and stuff it full of gravel, it'd make an effective weapon.
Damn, that requires some real creative thinking.
Gravel inside the swimsuit? Even the Ace Attorney would be astonished by such a fantastic idea!
Is that a reference to what's-his-face, Phoenix Wright?
But for the killer, it's an idea that kills two birds with one stone. To make people think the killer is some pervert, it makes sense for a school swimsuit to be stolen. And if that swimsuit was used to make an improvised weapon, it'd have to be disposed of later.
True.
How about it, Monokuma? Are you satisfied now?
Should have put those disparate pieces of information together. And then maybe I would have started to see it.
This happiness you feel when the mystery you create is solved. Only producers know this feeling of ecstasy.
But the real important talk begins now. Girl E had someone who can be called an accomplice. That person was actually Girl D.
Girl D. You're talking about Mahiru, right?
Huh? Mahiru is the accomplice? What is this? What does that mean?
The piece of face that became an important clue in the music room murder. Girl D got rid of it.
Yeah.
And apparently the reason Girl E committed murder in the first place was to protect Girl D. Girl D was being harassed by the victim. Girl E found out and tried to stop it. And they ended up getting into an argument.
And she felt a rush of anger and ended up killing her.
But she should have had a clear murderous intent. I mean, she choked her out and then bludgeoned her to death.
She probably made her unconscious by accident. And from there, she couldn't go back. I somewhat understand that feeling.
Do you?
You can? That's pretty scary.
But Girl E was also killed by someone on the 4th day. Or the game's last day. I might as well ask just in case. Who do you think killed Girl E?
Fuyuhiko, I'm guessing? Girlie's killer right now, the only person I think of is that guy. Or Guy F, who is Fuyuhiko.
I see!
Yeah.
It should have been Guy F.
I'm just thinking about what my score's going to be like now at the end of this trial. After fucking up that second non-stop debate so badly. Yes. I'll never forgive her.
A scenario where Guy F murders Girl E out of a burning, hellfire desire to avenge his murdered sister.
But Guy F is...
What?
It's just a story in a video game, isn't it?
That's all you can say. If that game is telling the truth, it'd be a huge problem for you.
Yes.
Hey, clear this up for me. Those of you who appeared as characters in the game, do you remember this incident?
Good question, do they? 'Cause it doesn't... I don't know, no one's given any indication that they do.
That is... I'm terribly sorry, but...
They don't remember. That's obvious. Because their school memories were, like, totally stolen.
Even if I don't remember, I already know. It's obvious that guy is the killer.
Wow. You don't need evidence, do you?
No one would kill a nice person like Mahiru besides a piece of shit menace to society like Fuyuhiko! Girl E and Mahiru were killed by that guy!
You sure do talk a lot of shit. Well, I'm used to it by now.
But does Mahiru's murder have anything to do with that game? Perhaps the two are unrelated.
No, they're definitely related. In actuality, there's an important shared point with Girlie and Mahiru's murder, yes. Is that the means of murder, the metal bat? So, hold on, if I get this one. Oh, crap. So maybe it's the other one. Hold on. So there's an important shared point with Girlie and Mahiru's murder, yes. So, this one?
I can prove it with this.
Okay, right, it's the other one with the metal bat, okay.
I'm not sure the two events are unrelated. At the very least, the killer has definitely played the game.
Okay, so I had the right thought, I just picked the wrong clue. Damn it.
As proof, Mahiru, who was killed in the beach house, and Girl E, who was killed in the game, were both killed by a blow to the head with a metal bat.
It's interesting that they're in similar, well, I say similar-ish kind of positions, but... Yeah.
There's no way we can ignore that connection.
Someone must have wanted to split her head open the exact same way they avenged the first victim. Hey, why don't you confess already? You're the one who killed Mahiru, right?
You better cut that out right now! There is no way a stupid game could be the motive!
You're dumb enough to believe that stupid game, and that's why you killed her as revenge!
If you keep making up your mind like that, we're just going to go around in circles. And it's true Fuyuhiko may look suspicious, but don't you think that'd be too obvious?
What are you...
I mean, there's a possibility that it's a trap set by the true killer.
Okay.
Trap? What do you mean?
The true killer played that game, and most likely found out about the relationships between the characters.
Do you have any evidence to back this up?
That person could be using that knowledge to try to set up Fuyuhiko.
Are you saying that a completely different killer murdered Mahiru and used the game motive as their cover?
Okay.
Isn't that what happened, Hiyoko?
Oh. So you talking about the fact she was seen running and the gummy on the floor, things like that, but... Okay, so now we're getting onto all this stuff, but...
Huh?
I don't know, I'm not convinced that she is.
Don't you understand? I'm saying you might be the true killer.
Okay, I'm going to jump cut once again, everybody. I know there's been a lot of jump cutting this one, but mainly that was just because of that second non-stop debate, so I'm just going to go and get myself a fresh cup of tea. 1 second, Noel. Right, I'm back. Okay. Let's keep going.
What is this? Like, I can only laugh. What are you even saying, you nasty toilet-clogging bitch?
Toilet clogging. Okay. Right, this one hopefully might be a bit more straightforward. Footprints on the beach. Could be that one. That's the one that most directly relates to Hiyoko.
Accusing me of killing Mahiru? You're so mean!
Why do you doubt Hiyoko?
Do you know where Hiyoko was today? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
But I didn't go to the beach house!
Yep, got it.
No, that's wrong!
You were at the beach house. I mean, I'm still to be
Wait a
convinced,
minute.
but...
You should have been at the beach house, Hiyoko.
Seriously, I told you I didn't!
But these footprints in the sand in front of the beach house, aren't they yours?
I don't have such ugly footprints! They're probably Mikan's based on how ugly they are. Don't decide that based on ugliness!
Huh. They're not Hiyoko's footprints?
Oh,
That's
yes.
strange.
Don't you have something to say about this, Nogito?
The footprint I collected from your room matches these footprints perfectly.
Collected? I never gave you permission to collect that, you nasty pedo!
Plus, the footprints left in the sand were facing away from the beach house. Which means, when the owner of these footprints went inside the beach house, they used a different entrance.
A different entrance? Are you talking about the door facing the road that Mahiru's body was leaning against?
Are you saying when that person went inside the beach house, the body hadn't appeared yet?
The door was still accessible when they went in, and wasn't when they left.
Which means something happened in between those two events. Isn't that right, Hiyoko?
I don't know. I mean, it's good that we're getting onto this discussion to clear this up, but I'm not yet convinced that it is her.
I remember now. I remember when I went to the beach house.
So you finally decided to confess.
I'm pretty sure you guys already know this, but going for walks in the morning is my daily routine.
I've never heard of that daily routine before.
And that's when I went to the beach house. I went there on my morning walk.
I see. If you went there during your morning walk, that doesn't have anything to do with the case at all.
Well, hold on a minute. we have no evidence for this.
Don't believe her so easily, dumbass. She's obviously lying.
Huh? It's a lie?
People who call other people liars are usually liars themselves. If you say I'm lying, prove it. Can you even prove that I'm lying?
Well, we can prove you were in the beach house, I think.
There's no way a bunch of worthless idiots like you guys would be able to do that.
Nope, hold on a minute. Okay, so... Alright. Letter on Mahiru, I'm guessing.
I did go to the beach house, but only during my morning walk. I didn't go any other time.
That one before could be the one we have to target.
Then you didn't meet up with Mahiru at the beach house?
Obviously not. Saying I met up with her when I never even saw her? Is this a panel of idiots?
Okay. Is that really true? No.
I did go to the beach, but only during my morning walk.
Got it.
No, that's wrong!
Got it right that time, that was an easy one.
Only during your morning walk, huh? Will you still claim that after you take a look at this letter?
I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the time, place and time? I want you to come to the beach house on the 2nd island at 2:30 PM. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret until then. Let's try not to see each other for a while. It'd be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. Hiyoko Sayonji.
That letter! It's the one Mahiro had, right?
I see. So Hiyoko was able to arrange a meeting with Mahiru by exchanging letters with her.
Okay, but what about the possibility it could be a fake letter? Like I said, we've had this before in Danganronpa, in Trigger Happy Havoc. Is it the case here, maybe? I don't know. I guess we'll hammer that out.
What is that letter? I'm serious, I don't know.
Oh, snap! I remember now! I totally saw you!
Huh?
Oh, yes, running away. Finally getting to that one.
Me and Hajime met up at the diner around 3 p.m. to go to the beach. I saw you about 30 minutes later, so it should have been around 3:30 p.m.
So were Mikan and Ibuki in the diner at this time? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure they were, but...
I see. So if she met Mahiru at 2:30 p.m., killed her, then ran away afterward, I think 3:30 p.m. is a reasonable time for you to have witnessed Hiyoko.
Okay.
You're wrong! You're totally wrong!
Now that you mention it, you also passed by the diner, Fuyuhiko. So you should have seen Hiyoko too, right?
No, I didn't. It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I wasn't even paying attention to the beach house. I went straight back to my cottage after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
For some reason, that sounds suspicious too.
It's the truth. Deal with it.
Deal with it. Sunglasses come down.
Just leave him alone. It'd be a waste of time to question him any further. Anyway, that letter in Kazuichi's testimony says it all. You were meeting up with Mahiru at the beach house.
Seriously? I don't know! I didn't even write that letter!
Right, so here comes the claim that it's not hers, right? So how do we ascertain one way or the other?
I'm telling the truth! I really don't know!
is she faking it?
She's probably faking it.
We can assume she summoned Mahiru with the intention of killing her all along. That's why she wrote a letter to let her know where to meet, so the others wouldn't find out.
Is there a way to verify the authenticity of this letter?
And then you went ahead to the beach house, hid yourself in a specific place, and waited for Mahiru. There's evidence for that too.
Is that the gummy? The only place I can think of where Hyoko's hiding is probably that place, right? So what section? Oh, yeah, here we are.
Here!
The closet at the back. That's where we found the gummy, isn't it?
The place where Hyoko was hiding. Are you talking about the closet?
Yes, that's right. The gummy candy we found on the floor is the evidence. Yoko, your favorite candy is gummies, correct?
What's a gummy? I've never eaten something like that before.
Oh god, you're going down that line.
I have captured the true character of this mystery. Hyoko, who summoned Mahiru to the beach house, hid inside the closet like a familiar. When she saw her chance, she attacked her like an evil spirit and left the beach house like a swift wind.
But Hiyoko miscalculated that Mahiru's body would be blocking the door at that time. Because of that, she was only able to leave from the beachside door and ended up leaving her footprints.
I mean... It makes sense, but at the same time, I'm not convinced. Because the relationship between Mahiru and Hiyoko... I kind of feel you're making a Byakuya mistake all over again, like you did in the Sakura Ogami trial in the previous game. I don't know.
We have presented the proof! My 4 dark devas of destruction didn't even need to come out!
It's a trap! This is obviously someone's trap!
Who's someone? Whose trap is it?
It must be that one person. You know, the one with the mask, maybe?
Ah. Here it gets interesting. Okay. So, here's the thing about that mask. That was obviously a reference to an anime character. And there was something else as well, wasn't there, from Sonia? Was she talking about Sparkling Justice? Because Sonia had a moment, didn't she, in the investigation?
The one with the mask? There was a suspicious mask at the beach house, right? Whoever was wearing that could be the real killer.
You're the one who wore that mask and killed Mahiru, right?
There's no way I'd wear such a childish mask. Is your brain fried or something?
That is right. It cannot be Hyoko. That mask belongs to Sparkling Justice!
Okay, here we go. Right.
Huh? Sparkling what now?
That mask says it all. Sparkling Justice is hiding on this island! Which means the legendary serial killer Sparkling Justice is the one who killed Mahiru!
Okay, so now it's a question of determining the identity of Sparkling Justice.
Why, you? If you continue to say such foolish things, I shall tear you limb from limb.
Jesus.
Don't blame Miss Sonia! It's just a difference between cultures. Culture shock, you know?
Yoko, why don't you just admit it already? You're being unreasonably stuck.
Oh shit.
Head.
Accidentally clicked then, before Nekomaru had completed his line.
Oh, why can't you understand? I'm not the killer!
It's true that Hiyoko is suspicious, but there's something strange. Something doesn't make sense. I can't help but feel like we're being directed by someone. Well, Peko was certainly directing us down this path. Yellow gummy... gummy bag?
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion. Hiyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru!
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
That is...
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy!
You waited for your chance to kill Mahiru. And afterward, you fled from the beach house.
At the time, the door facing the road was blocked by the body. So you were forced to flee from the beachside entrance.
And that's how you left your footprints!
Okay, right. Looks like everyone doubts Hiyoko. Is that really okay? Okay, let me just outline a bit of my thought process here. So, I was looking at the gummy bag bullet there. I was going back to what I was saying earlier. So, when we entered Hiyoko's room, she had a load of gummy bags. Well, she had a gummy bag at least. With gummies in different flavours. Melon, strawberry, grape. And there was another one, wasn't there? But it was like a different colour, maybe. So just thinking about the colours that each of those would be. So the one in the room was yellow, and I was thinking maybe the melon one would be yellow, but I'm not sure. Maybe it is that. Maybe it is that the melon ones aren't yellow. So it's a mismatched gummy, I don't know.
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion. Hiyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru!
I'm telling you!
There's no doubt! You went to the beach house!
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy!
Okay, right.
No, that's wrong!
Am I on the right lines here?
About that gummy, did Hiyoko really drop it?
The only one childish enough to eat gummies is that midget over there.
A midget.
You're a midget too, you know. You're the one who worries about never getting taller.
It's true Hiyoko likes to eat gummies, but she only eats a specific brand.
The brand of gummies you eat only have strawberry, melon, grape, and orange flavors,
Okay,
right?
strawberry, that's the one. And orange. What did I say? I said melon, grape. I can't remember.
Huh? But what about the lemon flavor?
Ah. Okay. So, I know the lemon ones would be yellow, so what colour would the melon ones be? So I'm pretty sure you can get yellow melons, can't you? I'm sure I've seen them in my local supermarket. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but okay. Okay, so that's the approach we're going down here, is it? The gummy on the floor was yellow. It's a lemon-flavoured gummy. But maybe Hiyoko doesn't like those, so it wouldn't make sense in that regard.
The gummy at the crime scene was yellow, so it obviously looked like it was lemon flavored. Huh? That gummy is yellow? And it's not mine! The ones I eat don't have any yellow gummies!
What? That's right. None of the gummy bags in her cottage had any yellow ones.
Then we can't assume Hiyoko is the one who dropped that yellow gummy.
See? Didn't I tell you? It's definitely a trap! Damn it! Who would set a trap like this? I'll get my revenge! I'm gonna bop you on the head with all my might!
I'm gonna bop you on the head. Oh, what a threat.
Hold on, you little bitch! You think you're in the clear just because of a little gummy? Don't be stupid, I'm not done backing you into a corner yet!
Jesus. He's getting pissed. Footprints on the beach, yellow gummy, iron barred window, gummy bag, Mikan's autopsy report. Okay. Let's have a look at what they got to say.
We're not done with Hiyoko yet! There's still a huge piece of evidence left!
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence. And we can thank Mahiru for it!
What does that mean?
Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and blocked the door to the road. Thanks to her, we have the evidence we need!
No.
That's wrong!
That is wrong.
I left those footprints during my morning walk!
Yeah, that is wrong. Yeah, because she died instantly.
We're not done with Hiyoko yet!
Here we are. I know which one it
There's
is.
still a huge...
You're talking about the footprints?
It's true, that's an... And we can thank
What is that?
Mahiru used her last ounce to block the door to the
Crap.
road.
I missed
And
it.
we have the evidence.
That's wrong! I left those footprints during my morning walk!
I know what it is. I did.
We're not done with Hiyoko! There's still a huge...
You're talking about the footprints?
It's true, that's an... And we can thank
What does that mean?
Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and...
Nope, she didn't.
No, that's wrong!
Mikan can confirm this.
Mahiru didn't block the door. Her death was instant.
Instant death?
According to my autopsy, yes. There's no doubt that Mahiru died instantly.
If you keep making shit up, I'll fucking kill you!
I'm sorry!
Fuyuhiko, you cannot do that. Only a coward threatens women.
Ooh, you tell him, Princess Waifu.
I'm pretty sure her death was instant, too. I mean, her injury was only a single blow. That's why Mahiru isn't the one who blocked the door. Someone else used her body to block it.
So we're going down the route here that it can't be Hiyoko, because Hiyoko's only small, so she would have struggled to move the body.
Someone else?
Maybe? I don't know.
The killer, of course. They're the one who blocked the door with Mahiru's body. That's why there were bloody drag marks left on the floor.
Indeed.
But why did the killer block the door?
Or maybe to, you know, throw off the investigation, to make it look, you know, make us concentrate on Hiyoko's footprints, whilst they found a different way to escape.
Just ask Hiyoko. She's the killer after all.
Seriously, that's not true!
Let's assume Hiyoko is the killer. Wouldn't that mean she's also the one who dragged the body? If she handled a body that bloody, I think her clothes or skin would have been stained with blood.
True, and we didn't see any blood on her when she was running.
Huh? But when I saw her, she was...
Indeed. She was clean.
She was clean.
See? I told you I wasn't the killer!
I always do is I always forget, you know, the obvious thing about, you know, if they've handled the body, then there's possibly going to be traces of that body on them, blood and what have you. I need to remember that.
Yay! With this, my innocence has been proven!
I won't let you look down on me!
Oh. Are we going to have one of these Oh, God,
We
it's one of
haven't
these.
decided that yet!
Shit, I need to remember how this works. WSD and left, isn't it?
Hey, Fuyuhiko. Why do you keep insisting that Hiyoko is the killer?
So are we coming back to Fuyuhiko being the suspect here, or...?
Shut up! I'm telling you, she's the killer! That little bitch is definitely the killer!
Yeah, I'm still not convinced of that. Okay, here we go. Rebuttal showdown. Maybe I should get some skills at some point for this. Footprints on the beach, metal bat, shower room, Mikon's autopsy report, iron barred window.
If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it! She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her. Hiyoko is the only killer I could think of!
Oh crap. Still insisting that she's the killer. If I don't count all those words, I'll be
If
pushed back.
Mahiru didn't block it, then Hiyoko did it! She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her. Hiyoko is the only killer I could think of!
Advance. Okay, here we
If
go.
Hiyoko moved the body, then she should be covered in blood.
So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the beach
No.
house!
You can't use the shower
After
room.
she
Fuck!
moved the
Fuck!
body-
Give me the bloody thing! Give me the thing!
She just washed it up!
Got it!
Allow me to cut through
There
those
we go.
words.
For a second I couldn't select it then.
No, washing it off in the shower is impossible, because the shower in the beach house was out of order.
Out of order?
I'm terribly sorry. I haven't had any time to actually repair it.
Then maybe she took her clothes off to move the body, and when she was done, she put them back on!
Are you saying I did something that perverted?
Alright, Hiyoko took off her clothes before committing murder. No, that should be impossible. Clothes fused to her body. She wasn't wearing clothes at all. She can't get undressed by herself, she can't get dressed by herself. Wasn't it one of these two? Because that's why she was a friend with Mahiru. I think it was this one, wasn't it?
I see!
Yeah, that's right.
Listen to me, Fuyuhiko. Hiyoko mentioned this before.
Yeah, something vaguely, there's a memory vaguely in my mind of something with Mahiru about dressing. I can't help it, I can't turn my kimono stitch by myself. Yes, that's right.
Hiyoko can't change by herself. It's impossible for her to put
God,
on and take
just
off her
coughed.
clothes.
What?
Oh yeah, she couldn't even tie her sash on her own. That's why she couldn't take a bath and smelled bad.
Yeah, I remember now.
Smell? And it only smelled a little.
Oh, wasn't changing inside the beach house prohibited in the first place?
Yes, if you broke the rules, I'm pretty sure Monokuma wouldn't have kept quiet.
See, there's all these little details which you forget about. Like this one, for example, with the rules, you can't change inside the beach house. But if you did, it surely would prompt a response, wouldn't it?
Damn right! I'm such a stickler for the rules that even safari park rangers want nothing to do with me!
You see, I'd completely forgotten about that as well.
If she didn't change her clothes, then what did Hiyoko do with the blood that got on her?
Well, she didn't do anything because she wasn't the killer.
Like I've been saying, the blood wasn't on me in the first place, because I never touched Mahiro's body!
Hey, if you think about it the other way around, does that mean whoever was covered in blood is suspicious?
Akane. It's kind of weird,
If
though,
so, I believe Akane was soaked with blood when we all met up to go to the beach.
I mean, it's a strange place for it to be on her head, but...
Didn't I tell you that was because I got beat up by Coach Nekomaru?
Nekomaru, can you confirm this?
I can attest to that. If I hadn't gotten that rough with her, she never would have backed down.
Doubting me, of all people. You got some nerve. All right, I'll bend your body in half so you're stuck in a bowing position for the rest of your life.
That's a threat and a half. See, that's how you do threats, Hiyoko, not bopping people on the head.
That actually sounds pretty cool!
The hell it does!
Hey, more importantly, I'm okay now, right? It's okay that I'm not the killer?
Yeah, seems like it.
See, I already told you. There's no way I'd kill Mahiru. 'Cause Mahiru taught me how to wear a kimono, and she was very, very kind.
See? I was never really convinced of this one's guilt.
There's no way I would kill a nice person like her! Why wouldn't you believe me earlier? You guys are stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid!
She's such a kid, this one.
Hiyoko, please don't cry. Everything is fine now, right?
She's gonna turn around and call her a pig shit or something.
Shut the hell up, pig bark!
I knew it.
I hope you get a hangnail and die!
Jesus.
I'm sorry for being pig bark!
Don't take that. Alright, more importantly, Fuyuhiko's behaviour earlier was definitely strange. Getting so worked up and accusing Hiyoko of being suspicious. So it comes back to him then. Could it be, does he actually have something else in mind?
Hey, Hiyoko. Now that our suspicions have been addressed, can you tell us the truth?
Huh?
Even though you're not the killer,
Yes.
you still went to the beach house, right?
Can you please explain this?
Like I said, it was a trap!
Yeah, I got that already, so... Can you give us the details about that trap?
I would like to know too. It might lead to some kind of clue.
Fine. You want me to talk, huh? Earlier this morning, Mahiru was the one who came up to me. She asked if we could meet up later.
Huh? But didn't you say earlier?
No. That was a lie about the morning walk. Oh no, you're referring to this. Okay, right. My bad. She never talked to me at all. Man, what a surprise. I didn't expect you to ask me such an easy question.
Damn it! So that was a lie?
'Cause I thought it'd be doubted if I admitted it. So I figured it was better not to say anything.
So, what was your answer to Mahiru's invitation?
I told her it was fine. I mean, I didn't have a reason to say no. Unlike everyone else here, Mahiru was someone I wasn't embarrassed to be seen with.
You always have to say something snide.
At the time, we were supposed to meet around 2 p.m., but around noon, there was a letter inside my mailbox.
A letter?
Yeah, this one.
Oh. I knew it! That letter that was in Mahiru's pocket was faked. Look, because I'm pretty sure that handwriting is the same as the other one. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place? Why don't you come to the beach house on the second island? The time is still the same at 2 p.m. Seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret until then. Let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. Mahiru Koizumi. Okay. Letter Hiyoko receive has been added.
I saw this letter and went to the beach house at that time.
The letter that Hiyoko had, doesn't it clearly contradict that other evidence? Yep. Where's that letter? Where is it? Letter on Mahiru. Here we are. This one.
I can prove it with this. This letter. Doesn't it look like its contents are different from the letter Mahiru had?
We discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place and time? I want you to come to the beach house on the second down at 2:30 p.m.
Mahiru's letter said to meet at 2:30 p.m. But in Hiyoko's letter...
I'm pretty sure that handwriting is so similar. Let's just do an actual quick comparison here. Right. Yep, it's identical. I knew it. Of course it is. I want you to come to the beach house on the second island to...
The meeting times are off!
What a revelation!
It's also strange that both letters wanted to change their meeting spot to the beach house. It would be plausible if one of them said it. But for both letters to say the same thing?
Hiyoko, since you wrote it, what do you think?
No. We don't know that she wrote that.
Like I said, I never wrote the letter. How many times do I have to tell you?
Someone else probably wrote it. Alright, it's safe to say a letter was forged by the killer, but which letter did the killer forge? The one that... Well, both of them? Because it's the same handwriting?
I see!
Yeah.
The killer must have forged both letters.
The killer forged them so they could manipulate their actions. Yeah, that's how we should think about it.
That seems very likely. In fact, if you compare both letters... Confirmed! Just as I assumed, the handwriting is the same. The content of the letters matches too.
Like this part. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. This part. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. And this part. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while.
The killer forged both of those letters.
In doing so, they were able to control Hiyoko and Mahiru to do their bidding, like a netherworld puppeteer.
So they completely tricked me. And then Mahiru's killer. How mean! Give me back Mahiru!
Really? This is really terrible. I've offered to help so many times. But the killer this time didn't discuss their plan with me at all.
Jeez, that's what you're lamenting, is it?
It's all my fault. I'm so ashamed of being unreliable.
Here we go again. Once we let our guard down, this happens. We can just lightly punch him to death later.
Lightly punch him.
So based on what the letter said, you went to the beach house at 2 p.m., right, Hiyoko?
What's most important is what happened afterward. What on earth happened there?
I fell asleep!
Right.
Why'd you fall asleep? It's not like I wanted to. I think I was forced to get a whiff of some kind of medicine or something.
What, you say someone used chloroform on you or something?
Medicine? That medicine, could it be? Did they get it from the drugstore?
Okay.
I thought that place seemed unsafe. They even have prescription medicines laying out in the open.
If you were aware of that from the start, you should have done something about it.
I'm sorry. When I woke up, I was inside a small closet.
Okay.
And when I rushed out, I saw Mahiru's body.
Right. Yes. So you're in the closet,
And
okay.
that's why you ran out of the beach house in such a panic!
I was scared. I was really, really scared. Really scared that I couldn't help, but...
The killer probably planned to frame Hiyoko from the start. And for that reason, they summoned Hiyoko before Mahiru, put her to sleep, and shoved her inside the closet.
So their reason for blocking the door with Mahiru's body was to make Hiyoko leave her footprints as evidence.
Everything was done to frame Hiyoko as the killer. That's horrible. I didn't do anything wrong, and I was framed by Mahiru's killer.
Okay, yeah.
Hiyoko, please do not cry. We believe you.
Yeah, emotional moment, but I don't want to listen to that high-pitched shrieking.
Is it really okay to believe her so easily? She might be faking those tears, you know.
This'll never end if you keep being so suspicious.
Isn't that what a class trial is all about? The only way to survive is to be suspicious. This is where we go to thoroughly doubt each other. So if you believe in each other so easily, then there's definitely something wrong with you.
You're wrong, Fuyuhiko. We aren't supposed to doubt each other here. We're supposed to work together. The class trial is where we cooperate with each other, work hard, and aim for victory. The killer and everyone else. Two hopes attempting to grasp the one true hope.
No. Let's not go down this route again.
Two hopes clashing with each other is poetry in motion. That is what a class trial should be.
Okay, somebody just slap him quickly to snap him out of it.
Seriously, which side are you on?
I'm on the side of the absolute hope that can overcome any despair. And I believe that absolute hope exists at the point where two hopes clash.
Whatever.
Your stance is neither white nor black, but gray, and you do not yearn for your life, or even for victory.
We're going down a complete rabbit hole here.
Jeez, I wish he'd just side with the enemy already so I can believe what he's saying!
Let's stop. Believing every little thing Nagito says is a waste of time.
Thank you very much, Hajime.
Yeah, we need to figure out who Mahiru's killer is.
Oh, thank you for steering us back on there. Oh, Nagito, stop with the rabbit holes.
There should be a new clue contained in what Hyoko has told us. So, let us believe Hyoko's words and discuss it once again with everyone.
Yup. The debate proceeds when you assume you can believe each other. Good job. That's the right way. That's the splendid power of teamwork. Hey, what do you think of that, Monokuma? I'm not gonna let you have the outcome you want.
That voice.
Whoa! He's sleeping!
Dumbasses. You bastards don't know anything. If you're stupid enough to trust each other, the only thing waiting for you is the bitter truth.
The bit of truth, that may be true, but even so, we can't just stand around here all day. Even if what lies ahead is a cruel ending, the only thing we can do is move forward. Because unless we reveal who among us... Yeah, we've heard all this before. This game really likes to lay on these internal monologues, doesn't it? Right. Intermission, everyone.
Well now.
Now that the class trial has reached its climax, I would like to present the answer right here, right now. You're gonna spoil who the killer is? If I reveal the answer before everyone's ready, they'll all be shocked. They'll all feel despair. You can't, that's seriously a big no-no. But spoiling it right now is innovative, don't you think? The club president and I are powerless against innovation. Who's the club president? So, without further ado, the answer is... Oh no, wait, that's Monami speaking. You can't. Everyone, please close your eyes and cover your ears.
Correct! You say Nanu in German when you're surprised.
That feels like it came out of left field a bit, but okay. I don't know what you're talking about, but somehow it feels wrong to me. Okay. Interesting. Yes, definitely like to save my progress. Thank you. Slot 10. Okay.
I'm Monami, and my heart is throbbed to think that the person who killed the wonderful Mahiru Koizumi is in this room. Impossible! Oh, I can't do anything. Everyone do your best.
Yes, similar things to what she said in the last trial,
now
basically.
that we've decided to believe Hyoko, now what?
If the killer was luring Hyoko into a trap, then something that was used there might be a clue.
Do you mean the letter?
No, it was probably the gummy.
Huh? Candy can be a clue?
Hey, when you woke up, was the gummy already there?
Now that you mention it, I feel like it wasn't.
Just as I thought.
Okay. So the gummy was put down after Hyoko left. That's what we're saying here. So the killer had to be inside the beach house, right?
Just as you thought?
If the killer planted evidence while Hiyoko was there, she would have thrown it away if she found it.
Which means the gummy was placed inside the closet after Hiyoko fled from the beach house?
The killer returned to the scene of the crime? After I left?
Or maybe they were there all along.
They wouldn't have to do something that troublesome as long as they hid somewhere within the beach house.
That's impossible! There's nowhere to hide! I even glanced inside the shower room as I was running away, but there was nobody there!
Then, does that mean the killer came back?
I wonder. At any rate, the solution to that problem is connected to what really happened. That's what I think.
Let's play a new game. Is that what you're thinking? I'm just going to jump cut again, everybody, because I want to go and start preheating my oven. Because, my god, it's getting the evening now, and I've got a pizza that I want to slam into that oven. So, 1 second, everybody. Right, I'm back. Okay. Want to play a new game. Is that what you're thinking? I'll have to keep my eye, actually, on my clock. Just to make sure I don't, well... Seems my oven should have preheated in about 10 minutes, I'll have to probably jump cut again in 10 minutes. If so, we prepared the perfect product for you. You'll dive into your own brain and logically discern the mysterious answer from several questions. It's called the Logic Dive. Okay, this is new. During the Logic Dive, you'll control a version of yourself created from an image within your brain. Your task is to reach the goal, the final destination of the Synapse course. You can move sideways with the mouse and accelerate with the control key. Press the right mouse button to brake, left mouse to jump. There'll be various obstacles you encounter as you progress through the course, so make sure you're familiar with these controls so you can reach the goal. On the journey, you will take damage every time you fall into a gap or bump into walls. Also, upon reaching a certain point, there will be branching questions in the course. The answers split into different paths, so please proceed down the path of the answer you think is correct. Branching questions will appear several times in one course, please be careful. Highly recommend that you make good use of the brake, as my meddlesome advice. Press the escape key for your controls. Okay. She's right, this might be a very important problem. If the killer tampered with the evidence after Hiyoko ran away from the beach house, when did the killer arrive and depart from the beach house? Okay. Think. If I just focus and think about it, I'm sure I'll be able to find the answer. Alright, I'm gonna do it. The Logic Dive, everybody. Let's test out this little mini-game. Ooh. Oh. I wasn't expecting this. Okay, that's the brake. That's jump. Oh, and I use the mouse to... Oh. Okay, this is going to be interesting, I think. Is that a boost pad there? Oh god, it is. Okay. Oh. Right. Oh, go over this side. Oh god, I'm slowing down like hell here. Yeah. Stay on the boosts. We're going to be... Question 1, okay. When did the killer arrive at the beach house? Before Hiyoko arrived? After Hiyoko arrived? Well, probably before, I would guess. If they're going to sort of set the scene up. Okay, I'm going to stay on the red, because I feel like this could be the correct route. Okay, if I hold down the friggin' W key, I can actually go fast here, because he's losing... Okay, was that correct? Right. I need to remember, I don't actually need to use the mouse, I can use WASD. Don't know why I was saying use the mouse. Now, this is an interesting mechanic, I'll say that. Oh god, I missed that boost pad. But I can get this one, though. Oh, missed that one as well. Okay, fine. Question 2. When did the killer leave the beach house? After Hiyoko left is what I'm thinking. So let's go this way. This is certainly a very interesting mechanic, I'll give it that. Oh god, that was a jump. Oh, that's a jump. There's a lot of jumps here. Okay, I fell out like an idiot. Right, well at least we got 2 questions down, right? Now, Hajime doing those fantastic mental jumps. Oh, obstacles. Okay. Well, this is what the green text warned us about. Oh god, this way. Question 3. Okay. Where was the killer hiding before while Hiyoko was unconscious? Well, I'm going to say probably in the beach house somewhere, right? Because if it was on the beach, then there'd be footprints. It's got to be this way. Yes. Oh, we did it. Okay, so we got all that right. Interesting little mini-game, I guess.
It's all coming together!
Good for you, Hajime.
Do you think the killer might have been hiding?
You spent all that time thinking just to say something so pointless. How disappointing.
Shut up.
Didn't I just say there was nowhere to hide? Do I have to explain it in another language so you can understand?
Hajime, please clip this little brat around the ears. Actually, no. Get your foot and just wedge it so far up her backside that she goes flying to the fucking moon, please.
Her personality got a hell of a lot more forceful once she stopped being a suspect.
No, there should have been a place for them to hide. A place you didn't look, Hiyoko.
What are you saying? Stop being annoying or I'm gonna make Akane bop you on the head and shut you up for good!
I really don't want that to happen to me. I need to answer by any means. Okay, so... the place where the killer was hiding, the place where Hiyoko hasn't looked is... It's not the shower room, because that's what she said, so... well, the only other place would be in the closet. Oh, yes. I think I've got it, yeah.
The killer was probably hiding in the closet.
The closet? That's where I was locked up!
After you woke up, you said you rushed out of there, right?
Didn't they also say that there were, like, big boxes in there? Like cases for surfboards? Just trying to picture one of them in my mind. They'd be quite big, wouldn't they?
Then you probably didn't look inside the closet very carefully.
But could two people even hide in such a small place? And without Hiyoko knowing?
There's a possible way.
That's why the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place.
See, yeah, there are cases. Or if the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place in advance. I can only think of one place, that's right. The place where the killer was hiding inside the closet was... yeah, the surfboard cases. These things.
Here!
Got it.
What about the surfboard case in the closet? I'm pretty sure they could have hidden in there.
Huh? Inside the surfboard case?
But the shelf it was on, it was pretty messy, don't you think? Two surfboards were stacked on the top shelf. And there were surfboards that weren't even in a case.
They've been removed.
The killer probably did that on purpose to secure a hiding place. 'Cause we haven't been on this island that long, so the closet shouldn't have been that messy, I think.
God, you have to take into account so many little details. Things at the time you notice them, you don't think anything of them.
Then, the killer was close to me during that time?
Yep.
Yeah, they were quietly holding their breath and hiding very close to you.
It's kind of like in for a penny, in for a pound, so to speak.
Sorry, what?
Don't you mean it's always darkest under the lighthouse?
Okay, let's not go down a rabbit hole again.
I shouldn't say things I don't understand, like, so to speak.
You should just shut up for the moment.
Anyway, the killer hid silently, and after making sure Hiyoko left, they finally left the surfboard case.
I agree with that as well.
Seriously, nobody asked what you think.
There's no way the killer would leave Hiyoko by herself if they were trying to frame her. If Hiyoko was left alone and ruined the evidence the killer had planted, it would have messed up their plan. Instead, it makes more sense to think that the killer was hiding in the beach house, watching Hiyoko.
Saying whatever you want, even if we didn't ask. Alright, if you don't want to friggin' get punched, just stand still and let me punch ya! Oh, you shut up. Then, grit your teeth.
Sorry, Akane. It's not like that. Hey, Monokuma. Can I ask you about something that seems strange to me?
I believe Prince Shotoku was from the future. A man from the future is always directing the flow of history.
I'm going to put that down to another reference that I don't understand.
I'll listen to your story about men from the future some other time.
Okay, just realised looking at my clock, I need to put my pizza in the oven. 1 second, everybody. And I'm back. Okay, cheese and tomato pizza in the oven, everybody. 15 minutes or so, so... in another 15 minutes, I'll say 15 minutes, probably in another 10 minutes I'll do another jump cut. Whilst I go and eat and all that, and then I'll come back.
As I recall, the body discovery announcement is made when 3 or more people discover a body, right?
Yes, indeed. Are we going to get confirmation of what I've suspected all this time?
Is the killer also included? Among those 3 or more people?
We're gonna get confirmation.
Yeah, that's true, but, well, something like that is basically what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, but is the killer one of them?
You don't sound very articulate.
Jeez! You're pretty annoying for noticing something like that! I know it sounds like an excuse, but the body discovery announcement isn't supposed to be used for deduction. It's intended to create a fair trial. It's supposed to let everyone know a body has been found.
So you're saying it's unfortunate that I used it for deduction? I understand your excuse, but depending on who actually found the body, it's possible that your 3 or more people rule could be deadly.
Well, as long as I keep things ambiguous, I can respond to situations with some flexibility.
Flexibility, huh? So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not?
Well...
Jeez, fine! You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done.
Wait, so... Are you implying that in some cases, the killer could be one of them? Oh, okay, Okay, but not in this case, right.
Which means 3 people other than the killer discovered Mahiru's body.
Right, that has potential ramifications for trials down the line, then.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I just thought it was somewhat strange. More importantly, let's get back to our original topic.
You're the one who went on a tangent!
We were just saying the killer was hiding in the surfboard case, right?
And after Hyoko ran away, the killer got to enjoy the simple life of destroying evidence.
However, before we proceed any further, there's something we have to make clear. The killer blocked the roadside door with Mahiru's body before Hyoko ran away. But what about the blood?
There is someone, now that I think about it, who was covered in water and dripping when we saw her. And that was Peko, who said she'd been swimming. Let me say that there were no other footprints on the beach. Unless... hold on a minute. I think I may have an idea where all those plastic bottles in the trash can come into it. Did she wash herself off with... Okay, I have a hypothesis. Hang on, let's have a look at this. Bunch of empty plastic bottles, probably drinks from the refrigerator. Oh shit, did we say anything about the refrigerator? Oh crap, you see, there's a load of bottles in the trash can. What if these contain just water? That's the thing. So, obviously, if there are no footprints on the beach, then well, unless Peko went into the water at a different point, but... No. So what if she washed herself off with water from these bottles? It's a possibility. So we'll have to inquire about that.
Now that you mention it, that mystery hasn't been solved yet.
It's going to be alright. If you guys have come this far, I'm sure you can discover that answer too. Now, let's start the argument, shall we?
Alright, this isn't Hajime, this is green text. Now then, I shall explain to you the final feature in the non-stop debates. From this point forward, you'll now be able to use the truth flashback. You hold down the left mouse button, the shape of the reticle will change. You aim at the remark's weak spot and keep it in position, you'll be able to memorise it. Memorised phrase can be fired once. Okay, so this is lifting people's statements, is it? Shoot or change to a different truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. You can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or mistaken available truth bullets, it might be wise to memorise a different weak spot and use that to make your case. When's the best time to flashback? Well, you just have to use your king wits. You'll not be able to agree with everyone whilst you agree with anyone when you're using truth flashback. Please remember it's only effective when refuting points. Good luck, have fun. Okie doke. Let's try this out. Okay, right, so it's just given us that, so clearly this is not the right one. We have to lift someone's statement.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
I think it's...
What about the wetsuits in the closet?
No. I think it's
Maybe
the
they wore
bottles.
one when they moved the body.
If they used something other than the shower,
Other than the shower, right.
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and whoosh.
No.
As someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it would definitely clog the toilet!
I beg your pardon? What?
Maybe it's the other way around? Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body?
No, I don't think so.
maybe they were able to wash it off.
Yeah, I think Chiaki's got the right idea. If I use that person's opinion, I might be able to break through that contradiction.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply...
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
Yeah, got it.
No, that's wrong!
The bottle's right, in the trash. It's gotta be.
If they just needed to wash off the blood, they didn't necessarily have to use the shower. They could have just as easily used something else.
Something other than the shower. Like what?
Or something on the shower that was used to wash the blood. It's possible it was. Drinks inside the refrigerator. Got it.
I see!
Yep. There you go.
Drinks inside the refrigerator. Couldn't the killer have used those to wash off the blood?
I've seen through it.
Okay, you don't agree with that? Why is that?
In theory, then, that's impossible.
Why?
Why?
Try to remember the refrigerator carefully, and then you will understand that there's no possible way the drinks in the refrigerator were used.
What? I beg your pardon? The rebuttal showdown. Footprints, metal bat, trash can, shower room.
It's
think
true
it's-
there were drinks in the beach house refrigerator. However, try one bottle drink wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
Oh, get it! Oh, god damn it. Tone in Pegg's voice so threatening it might cut me. We're nearing the moment when our fates will be decided.
It's true there in the beach house refrigerator. However, try one bottle drink wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
Okay,
I can't
advance.
back down!
Oh, cross swords. What? Oh shit, it's this one. Yeah. Got it. Oof, that was
We can't
nasty.
assume they used just one drink. They could have used a bunch of them to wash it off.
It's gotta be the trash can, right?
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were only flavored drinks. If you use those to wash, the blood won't come off and your body
no
will
way,
get
I'm doing it
sticky.
wrong.
It will leave an aromatic smell too.
Oh. Strong, do you think your sword will reach me? It must be so weak. Yeah, hold on. Need to find the weak spot
Didn't
here.
I say it was impossible? There were no water bottles in the refrigerator.
Got it. There we
Allow
are.
me to cut through those words!
I was momentarily forgetting how this works.
There were water bottles inside the refrigerator.
How many times do I have to tell you? There were no water bottles in there whatsoever.
That was after the incident, right? But before the incident, there were water bottles in the fridge. And the killer took all of those water bottles and used them to wash the blood off their body.
So you're saying the water bottles were gone? Because they were all used? That's a logical fallacy.
Nope, they're in the trash can.
It's not a fallacy. There should have been evidence inside the trash can. Evidence like a lot of thrown away plastic water bottles. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Ah, you're right. These bottles look like they may have been filled with water.
Well, now that you mention it,
I mean, it's odd that they just threw them into the trash can. You would have thought that maybe they would have... Actually, haven't said that. How would they have disposed of them?
when I went to the beach house a few days ago, I feel like I drank one of those plastic water bottles.
You should have said so sooner!
Then, the plastic water bottles were used in place of the shower.
Dousing your body with lots of water bottles is such a simple and easy to understand explanation.
Okay, and the one person, like I said earlier, who was dripping wet was Pecco, who said she'd been swimming, but now I'm starting to doubt that. So maybe Pecco is a suspect here. Okay, interesting. I never thought of her, but we'll see. Sorry if you can hear me knocking my microphone, but yeah. Alright, hold on a sec. Now think about it, if they soak their entire body with a bunch of plastic water bottles, if they did that, that person would be,
It
yes.
seems you've realized who the killer is.
Indeed.
See? Just as I thought.
Hold on. You know who the killer is?
He is true?
Okay.
Let me ask, who might that be?
If the killer used plastic water bottles to wash off the blood that splattered onto them, that killer, Mahiru's killer, must be that person. Where is she? You.
You're the only one! Pecco. Is it you?
Hey! What are you being quiet for? They're accusing you of being the killer!
Then I should ask you this. Why do you believe I'm the killer?
I remember when we were all meeting up to go to the beach. Your appearance when you came to the diner.
We could get some more fan service shots. Yes. Yes, she was dripping wet. You were Russian. Hajime Kazuichi, why are you two here? G'day mate, say, aren't you breathing pretty heavily? I just did a little swimming.
If the killer really did wash the blood off with water bottles, they'd have to drench their entire body. But there were no towels in the beach house, and it would have taken a while for the water to fully air dry. So you said you went swimming so you'd have a cover story.
Don't just stay silent! Say something! Hold on, you bastard!
Oh.
You saw her at the diner! You never saw her near the beach house, right?
Jesus, you're... Wow, you're just interjecting.
So maybe she really was swimming!
Right?
No one even saw her swimming.
No. I saw her.
Did you?
Huh?
After I ran into you bastards at the diner, I crossed paths with her on my way home.
You don't sound convinced. What?
So there's no doubt. She would have arrived at the diner from the opposite direction of the beach house.
Hold on, that's strange. Didn't you just say this earlier?
Yeah, that you went back to your cottage? Oh, wait, I nearly went Australian then. Hello, it's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I didn't even pay attention to the beach house. I went straight back to the hotel after I saw you guys. Didn't see anyone during that time.
You told me you didn't see anyone. Don't try to tell me you forgot about that.
So you're now trying to cover for her? Why? Okay, I'm going to jump cut everybody again because I think it's coming up time where I need to start keeping an eye on my pizza. So I'm going to go away, going to go make myself a fresh cup of tea, get my pizza, hopefully out the oven because it should be more or less about ready by now. And I'll have my evening meal and then I'll be back with more. So, jump cut everybody. Okay, I'm back, right. Just had my pizza, really lovely. Let's get cracking on. So Fuyuhiko, what's going on, son?
Not so fast! It's too soon to decide she's a killer!
You're really insistent about this.
We haven't established how the killer was able to leave the beach house!
True. Let's talk about that then.
Now that you've mentioned it, you're right.
Just ignore my sipping sounds, I've got a cup of tea.
The roadside door was blocked! And if it's impossible to leave from the beachside without leaving footprints, then how the fuck did the killer escape?
Why are you all fired up, Fuyuhiko? You're not the suspect. Pecco is.
Why?
Who cares about that? Answer me! If you have an explanation, then show me what you got!
We might have an answer.
You see, this is another aspect of it that I'm not sure about. I have no idea. How did they leave the beach house? 'Cause judging by the lack of footprints, they didn't go out through the front door. Unless they covered their tracks, but... They'd have to obviously be very careful about that. That's the thing. And of course it's given me the truth bullets of the window in the shower room, but... Still, there's that question. How? How did killer escape?
Do you really? This mystery seems unsolvable.
Well, if Pecco is the killer, then I might just have an answer to that mystery.
I see. Then let's hear this alleged method of escaping the beach house.
First, let's establish how the killer escaped.
Alright, the killer's escape route. I might know what it was. In fact, the only possible thing I can think of is that opening. So the small window in the shower room?
I see!
Okay. But how
The
did...
roadside and beachside doors aren't an option. The only other thing I can think of is...
Okay, but how did she get up to it then?
Well, nothing really. Except that small window in the shower room.
Huh. Don't you know how high that window is? There's no way Peko could have reached it.
But what if, for instance, she got help from someone?
Yeah, but then how would that someone get out?
She might have reached it by riding someone's shoulders, but then that person would have been left behind.
Is it possible an object was used? A rope, for instance?
And what happened to the rope after they used it? And don't say something stupid like they threw it outside.
Of course not! That would violate the school trip rule!
True. Littering not allowed. Of course. Yes, yes.
Littering is prohibited. Even if it might be evidence, rules are still rules.
You see? There's no way they'd be able to escape from that window.
No, they just have to use an object.
Chiaki, don't fall asleep on us! We just said they couldn't use an object!
You did? I thought you were saying they couldn't dispose of an object.
She's saying they still have the object on them.
I see. You don't have to throw it away if you can just hide it somewhere on your body.
Huh? Pekka was wearing a swimsuit, remember? Where would she even hide an object? And if you say she hid it in her special place, I'll stab you in yours!
They went there. Jesus.
No! Please don't be violent.
Jesus. Or even if the killer used an object to escape out the window, they wouldn't have been able to get rid of it. So the only thing I can think of is that the killer must have hid it somewhere. If that's the case. Focus and think. The object the killer used to escape out the window. Right, okay, so assuming it's Peko, then... I'm just thinking back to the picture of her when she was dripping wet. The only thing she had on her was a thing across her back, wasn't it? A sword. Oops, I need to remember what the fucking controls for this were. Bamboo... Bullshit. Oh, shit. Need to move these around. Shit. Get rid of those. So, like, bamboo sword? Is that what we're going for here? Ah, here we are. Well, it's bamboo something, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. Oh, God. Jesus. I need another bee, please. Ah, there we go, there's a bee. Oh, careful. No, double O is what I need now. Here we go. Oh, shit. It's either bamboo blade or bamboo sword. It's probably sword. Yes, it is. She's a, you know, she's a swordswoman. She's a kendo master. Those. Oh, shit. Right, now we just need the D. Don't take that out of context, everybody. Right, so...
I got it!
Okay, a bamboo sword, but... You seriously telling me she used that to climb
Peko,
out?
you carry that bamboo sword on your back at all times, right?
Right, so let's just picture this in our head. She used the bamboo sword to get out of the room through the window? What? How? Okay, please explain this to me.
If I recall correctly, you had it then too.
Yeah, she has it there. Okay, in its
Despite
package.
the fact that you had a swimsuit on, you were still wearing your bamboo sword.
Are you saying she used that bamboo sword to escape through the window?
Yeah. Peko used that bamboo sword as a step stool and escaped out the window.
What? What? But it's a sword. It's really thin. What?
sword as a step stool?
Yeah, please explain this to me. I'm not getting this either. What?
You see? I knew it! I knew it was a ninja! Didn't I tell ya? A ninja could have climbed that easily! Ninjas know a climbing trick where they lean their sword against a wall and use the handguard as a step stool.
Really? Is that true? I would never have fucking guessed that. I'm telling you now. That's like that one from the second bloody non-stop debate. I would have been guessing for a million years before I got that.
Wow! Just like a Japanese ninja!
Again, anybody out there who has not watched any of this game previously on any other playthrough, or who hasn't played this before, did any of you work that out?
Miss
I didn't.
Sonia, ninjas only exist in Japan.
Well, it is a bamboo sword, but I'm sure a slender girl like Peko could easily use it to climb.
Well, Peko, do you have anything to say?
I mean, okay, we can go with it. Time's come once again for the Panic Talk action. Let's talk a little about Fever Time and Nega Time. At this point on, you'll be able to use Fever Time by pressing the space key during PTA. When Fever Time is activated, tempo will be pushed to its max. That's not all, you won't miss during Fever Time either. Pressing the left mouse button when applicable, you can destroy your opponent's verbal assault, but only until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best possible use of your time. Of course, you're not the only one who can get the upper hand. Something called Nega Time that your opponent can use too. If they activate that, tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit difficult to press the buttons in rhythm. So in that case, please time the rhythm not with your eyes, but with your ears and your passionate heart. If you can't clear it, you can always change the difficulty setting. I'm not going to tell them that they'll have to redo the class trial for that chapter if they do that. Okay? Well then, good luck and have fun.
Hold on a sec, you bastard! You're saying she used her sword as a step stool and went out the fucking window? Then what about the sword? It would have been left in the shower room and she wouldn't have been able to recover it, dumbass!
Yeah, that's a good point. How...
Fuyuhiko, why do you even care?
Shut up! Just shut the fuck up and answer me! If you have an answer, then fucking give it to me! If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind!
Fuyuhiko, why? Why are you... Okay, so we're doing PTA against this... Okay, I thought we were doing it against Peko, but apparently not. Okay, here we go.
Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible!
Okay.
Shut up! Shut up!
Yeah.
Don't fuck with me!
I'm getting all of them.
Got
Oh shit, I'm missing.
Bastard.
Oh god, I feel like it's tempoed up. Oh no.
Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me!
Fever.
Got proof, you bastard! That's obviously
blow 'em up.
impossible! Bastard!
Get his shields.
Got proof, you bastard!
Okay, we're doing it, we're doing it, we're doing it. What? What did you
You're
say?
pissing me off!
God.
You're pissing me off!
We're doing a lot of damage to him though.
Bastard!
Oh god, he's tempoed down.
Shut up!
Got him.
Shut! If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind!
Oh fuck, I fucked up. Sword, oh god, I completely messed that up.
Got
Sorry
proof,
everybody.
you bastard. That's obviously impossible! Shut up! Shut up!
I'm missing.
Don't fuck with me!
I forgot about the thing. Right.
If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool,
right,
it would have been left behind!
The bag, right?
This is the end!
Yes. But what about the bag, though? Is it attached to the sword?
If she used her bamboo sword as a step stool, she could have recovered it with her sword bag.
Oh,
When
okay.
she leaned her sword against the wall to use as a step stool, she tied her sword back to it.
Alright, so she could have tied them together. I'm still wrapping my head around the fact you could seriously use a sword like that as a stepping stone. I mean, I can't be the only person here who thinks that's so... what's the word I'm looking for? It's just so far-fetched. Because, like, it's a sword. I know swords are obviously quite heavy. Because, you know, I mean, obviously it's bamboo. But still, it would be, you know, fairly weighty. But the thing is, it's so kind of thin and probably fairly smooth, so it doesn't strike me as being a very stable platform. It feels like something that would just go out from under your feet. unless you had something on the ground against which to wedge it. Again, this feels like in the last trial with Teru Teru, where you're saying, "Oh, I shouted up through the, holes in the floorboard, and apparently it didn't muffle my voice in any way." Okay, I mean, we'll go with it for now, but there she
And
is.
after she climbed up to the window, as long as she hauled the bag up toward her, she would have been able to recover her bamboo sword.
Jeez.
I see. Not just the bamboo sword, but even the sword bag, too. She used them both to escape. Akane said she's like a ninja, but it's nothing as silly as that. Simply put, only Peko could have performed this feat. An escape plan befitting of the ultimate swordswoman. Even so, how disappointing. If you'd only let me work with you, it would have been an even greater plan.
Shut up.
Oh, you just back off!
Nagito is fascinating, except when he's, going off on one of his rambles during the trial.
Is it true? Did you really kill Mahiru?
God, your voice is going so high.
Hold on! You're just making assumptions!
You're still not accepting it.
You don't have any proof. I won't accept this unless there's proof! Got it, you bastard?
Being very silent. What's going on?
It's fine.
Oh?
Huh?
I said it's fine. Saying anything more would just be an exercise in futility.
So you're confessing? Oh, she admitted it just now, right? She admitted she's Mahiru's killer, right? But is this right? Even though Fuyuhiko was the one arguing with this, Peko just admitted it so freely.
Among flowers, the cherry blossom. Among men, the samurai. I commend your decisiveness, at least. Very well. If you admit it, this ends now. Let's cast our votes.
Agreed. Hurry up and vote.
Hold on. Let me confirm one thing first.
Can it wait until after the voting?
This is important, and it relates to the voting. It's about Peko's motive.
Yeah. Assuming she is the killer, what does she gain? Like, what's the motive? How does she relate to the game?
My motive?
In the end, you had no connection to the events depicted in Twilight Syndrome murder case, right? Then, why did you kill Mahiru?
So it's about that. Let's see. If I must answer that question, I must say it was for the sake of justice.
Are you sparkling justice? Is that where we're going here? Huh?
Justice?
In order to protect the justice of this world.
Huh?
I do not sully my hands to satisfy personal grudges. There is only one reason I kill.
This is a lot like... This has been a lot like the murders of Trigger Happy Havoc so far, hasn't it? In a way. Because, of course, the second trial in Trigger Happy Havoc was also where a serial killer got unmasked. Yeah. And, of course, in the previous game, one of the big motive for the first murder case, of course, was connections in the outside world, human relations. And of course in this one, Teru Teru's motive was human connections. It was to his mother. Interesting. I wonder if by that logic, the third trial will involve 2 murder victims. What do you reckon, everybody? Let's keep that in mind. You never know.
For the sake of protecting justice.
What are you saying?
Justice is what makes humans human. It's a virtue that human beings should be proud of. Justice is the eternal sun and the enduring moon, the protective father and the smiling mother.
Hello! Earth to Peko!
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Where are you going with this?
If justice ever disappeared from this world...
If I had a pound for every time you say justice, I'd be a little bit wealthier.
The world would immediately freeze, and people's smiles would vanish. I will not allow that!
It's fine, just stop it!
Justice must always be there to guide us, to shine bright above our heads.
I'm telling you to stop it!
So I must fight. I must continue to fight to protect justice.
Could she be?
As the light of justice
God.
shines upon my mask, I expose the hearts of malevolent evil.
If I have to hear the word justice one more time. It's like in the first trial. Oh
Justice complete!
Wow. Well, that's an interesting look.
The center of justice that is pierced by justice. The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky.
Okay, they're really laying it on thick.
That would be me. Sparkling justice!
It's the most dynamic we've ever seen this character.
Now then, let's execute justice!
What? What the fuck?
My thoughts exactly.
Peko, what are you doing?
I am sparkling justice!
Yeah, we gathered.
In the name of sparkling, shining justice, I have come to deliver justice!
This is ridiculous.
What's going on? What's this? Chill.
Peko finally snapped! Everyone, please be careful.
Oh shit.
Sparkling
Accidentally-
Justice is a serial killer who claims to be an ally of justice.
I accidentally clicked the left mouse button again.
Clad in her various hero masks, she is a serial killer who exclusively targets other criminals. She is supposed to be... But... Huh?
An ally of justice? So that's why you're wearing a mask!
This mask is the dividing line. Just like various idols, the sun is revered because it lies just beyond your grasp. Justice should also be the same.
I don't get it, but this is becoming really crazy.
What? What the heck is this? Peko is the killer? Why? Is it turning out like this?
This is turning out to be a surprising turn of events. Hey.
This has been such a strange trial, this one.
Hey! Now's not the time for you to be sleeping. Take a look. It's a killer.
This again?
Huh? Sleepwalking?
So what's your answer to my previous question? Why did you kill Mahiru?
This world must always be bathed in the light of justice. I must not allow even one shadow. Evil must be eliminated immediately.
Okay, but why Mahiru?
No matter what, I must not overlook evil.
Evil? Are you saying Mahiru is...
If you knew about that incident, then you must have played the game. Am I right?
And because of that, I was able to find the killer's accomplice hiding on this island like a sewer rat.
Then, the reason you killed Mahiru was...
Because of the murder of...
To
Oh my
protect
god.
Justice, of course.
Oh god. This is like a Toko moment all over again. Or Genocide Jack, I should say.
In order to protect justice, I have become its merciless sword.
God, there's a lot... I said they're really laying on the verbosity here.
And executed justice.
Holy crap! She's such a stereotypical psychopath!
She's so gross!
Peko, is this your true identity?
My true identity? I have already forgotten who I am. It just shows my determination. My determination to protect by throwing away what's most important. I'm willing to become anybody to shower this world with justice.
cinematic laugh. See Hiyoko down there. The lighting seems to be going like crazy.
I can't stand this anymore! Let's just end this farce already!
Yes, please let's. This trial's dragged on for a while, partly because of, you know, real there's some real interesting non-stop debates and elements to it, and partly also Pecco dragging things along with monologuing. End it. He's right. We need this to end. We need to end this already. The killer, in the end, there's no mistake that it was Pecco all along.
Let's go over this incident one more time and then let's end this.
Okay. Time for the closing argument. Okay, so there's Mahiru. That's no, that's later, the lemon flavoured. Mikan arrives at the beach house. Okay. Hiyoko wakes up. Let's pull up the bamboo sword just in case. It's not that one. Mikan arrives at the beach house. Drop lemon gummy flavour. So let's take this one. In order to lure Mahiru and Hiyoko, it's not there. First one to arrive at the beach house was, well, obviously not any of those down there. Next one to arrive at the beach house was Mahiru. What did the killer leave next to the body? Well, the bat probably. Okay. Oh, hang on. Does the gummy? No, the gummy was after the old thingy bobber, wasn't it? Where should I hide? That's obviously the surf case. First one who found the body was Hiyoko? Okay, that one goes there. That's right. It's a big piece of evidence. Oh no, that doesn't go there. Okay, no, that goes a bit later then. In the closet after Hiyoko ran away. Yes, that goes there. Okay. To retrieve the bamboo sword, I must do this. Well, attach it to... Okay, hey Chiaki, a bit of fan service there. That there? No. Okay. That's not what matches. I should be careful, really. Mahiru arrives at the beach house. Let me see if that goes anywhere. Okay. No. No, not there. Okay, hold on. Mikan arrives at the beach house? Since when? Okay. Let's see. Oh no, that does go there. Okay. I got that mistaken. Right. Let's have a look at these. Looks like Mahiru is talking to someone. That is identical to that, so it's not that. Plastic water bottle, then what? It seems Hiyoko made a promise with someone. Yep. That's that. In order to lure them, killer forged 2 letters. Yes. There we go. So some of these are fitting together just nicely. First one to arrive at the beach house. Well, it's not right there, is it? No. Let's see now. What did the killer leave next to the body? The bat. We don't have a bat. Time to wash off the blood. There we go, that goes there. Stock 3. Okay, right. Footprints in the sand. Hiyoko arrives at the beach house. Yes, that goes there, right? Yeah, okay. Right, we've filled up that one, filled up that one, filled up that one, filled up that one. Killer leave next to the body. I still don't see a bat. Where should I hide? There's no hiding one there. Okay, that's identical to that there, so this must mean the footprints, right? Yes. Okay. Retrieve the bamboo sword, do this. There we go. That. Last stock, here we go. Right, this one. Where should I hide? In the case, yeah. There we are. What next? I've missed one somewhere. Ah, here. What does the killer leave next to the body? The bat. Oh no, wait, what? That's not what goes there, apparently. Oh no, the sparkling mask, of course. Yeah, that's right.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
It's right there on the picture.
The incident began this morning, when Mahiru spoke to Hiyoko. Mahiru most likely played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case, the video game provided to us as the motive. She probably wanted to discuss it with someone else who also appeared in the game as a character. Hiyoko accepted Mahiru's invitation, and they promised to have a more detailed conversation about it later. However, someone else overheard their exchange. The killer. The killer eavesdropped on their conversation and used their promise to devise a specific murder plan. By preparing a specific item, they planned to manipulate the two's actions. That item was the letters. They sent fake letters to both Mahiru and Hiyoko. The letter Mahiru received told her to come to the beach house at 2:30 p.m. And the letter Hiyoko received told her to come to the beach house at exactly 2 p.m. By providing different times, the killer was able to lure them to the beach house separately. Hiyoko totally trusted that letter, showed up at the beach house at 2 p.m., just like it said, and was drugged into unconsciousness by the killer lying in wait. After putting Hiyoko to sleep, the killer immediately hid her inside the closet, so they could frame her as the killer later. At 2:30 p.m., Mahiru arrived at the beach house. She was completely unaware that she had been targeted for murder. Approaching her from behind, the killer struck the defenseless Mahiru with a specific weapon, the metal bat that was left at the scene of the crime. The bat was brought down onto the back of Mahiru's head, and with that, she took her last breath. According to Mikan's autopsy, Mahiru died instantly, so she probably never knew who killed her. With that, the killer achieved their goal of killing Mahiru and began to tamper with the crime scene. They dragged Mahiru's body so that it blocked the door leading to the road. Also, the mask found at the scene of the crime was something the killer personally left. I'm not really sure why. My guess is it's something similar to a calling card. That's how the crime scene we discovered was created. However, by moving Mahiru's body, the killer got blood splatter on them. Plus, the shower room had no water because it was out of order, so they couldn't wash it off. But the killer expected something like that to happen. Instead of the shower, the killer used something else to wash the blood off their body. They used plastic water bottles that were inside the beach house refrigerator. We can assume they carried the bottles to the shower room before the sequence of events had happened. In place of showering, they washed the blood off their body with water bottles instead. However, they had no choice but to dispose of the empty bottles in the beach house's trash can. Littering is against the rules, and it would have taken too much time to throw them away somewhere else. After the killer washed off the blood, they hid in a specific spot inside the closet Hiyoko was in. The killer hid inside the surfboard case that they had already emptied beforehand. After some time had passed, the sleeping drug used on Hiyoko wore off, and she woke up. I can imagine how badly Hiyoko must have panicked when she came out of the closet. I mean, she made plans to see Mahiru, who lay dead right in front of her. From the shock and panic of being considered a murder suspect, Hiyoko fled from the beach house. Because of that, she left footprints in the sand. Everything was a trap set by the killer to frame her. After Hiyoko left, the killer finally came out of the surfboard case and placed a gummy that they brought with them to shift our suspicion toward Hiyoko. Ironically, placing that gummy is what helped clear our suspicion toward Hiyoko. Finally, the killer began preparing to escape from the beach house. They couldn't risk leaving their footprints in the sand, so they escaped the beach house using a different route, the small window in the shower room. However, that window is rather high up and can't be reached easily, which is why the killer used the bamboo sword they always carry with them. The killer took the bamboo sword out of its bag, tied the bag to the sword's handle, and used the sword as a step stool to reach the small window while holding the sword bag in their hand. As long as they're able to reach the window, all they had to do was pull the bag to retrieve the sword. And so the killer left the beach house and appeared before us as if nothing had happened. But their wet hair and swimsuit didn't dry right away. There also weren't any towels at the beach house. So when the killer met up with us, they said they had been swimming for a while as an excuse. So how about it? This is the truth behind the incident you caused. Isn't that right, Peko Yama?
I see.
Okay. I'm still, like I say, I'm still having a hard time with the sword as a means of escaping out the thing. I mean, that's just so far-fetched to me. Because, like, I can understand maybe it would work, you know, if you had the sword sort of positioned in a way where it was kind of wedged in place, either by, you know, maybe sort of like heavy objects around the tip of the blade, so it keeps upright. But without anything like that, it just feels like it would surely shift under your weight and wouldn't stay upright. Whatever, I guess.
What of it?
She's like totally cool with it.
I haven't done anything to be ashamed of.
Why is it putting the little emoticons in chat? In
What
chat?
are you saying? You killed Mahiru!
I mean, in the dialogue box, not in chat. What was I talking about there?
Wrong! I punished evil in the name of justice. That's no reason to condemn me.
Whatever. Let's hurry up and vote so we can freaking kill this weird, crazy bitch!
There's no way you can kill me. Justice can never be killed. You should all know that as well.
What are you saying?
To protect what's most important to you, you must be prepared to throw away something equally important. Understand?
I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Then I shall be direct. Justice must carry on. In order to keep justice, to keep me alive, you all must give up your lives.
Yeah, can we just get to the vote, please?
Are you serious?
It's not serious. It's justice! If I fall here, who will combat the evils of this world?
God, we are going back and forth here.
Now, follow your hearts of justice that reside within you all, and save my life to protect justice! Hurry and carry on justice!
Give me a break! Who's gonna die for you?
If we let Peko go, we're all gonna get killed!
For the sake of grand justice, a few sacrifices are unavoidable.
A few sacrifices? That's...
Don't worry. The justice that you give your life to protect will never go to waste.
Oh God, can we just get on with it, please?
I can't stand her anymore! Let's vote already and execute her!
However, before we do that...
Monokuma, the vote! Hurry up and let us vote already!
I'm awake!
he finally woke up.
I've heard your story! Well, I wasn't listening, but who cares? Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Such heart-pounding excitement!
My God. Jeez, that was a... I don't know how to feel about this trial. This was a peculiar one. The rest of it, you know... I think part of my issues with that trial there come down to the fact there are a couple of things which felt so...
Pardon me, can we please have a little more time?
Okay, we'll get to you in a second. Let me just explain what I'm trying to explain to my audience. My feelings towards this trial. So, here's the thing, right? Because obviously, towards the start, there was the thing with the, you know, the swimsuit gravel conundrum, which I get it, you know, that's probably my bad, because I wasn't really thinking very outside the box there. But having said that, you know, that was so crazy, that was. That's not just thinking outside the box, that's thinking about 600 miles outside the box. Bloody hell. Then again, maybe I'm just not, you know, I don't connect these disparate dots together enough. But then, of course, there's that thing later with the sword. I'm still having a hard time accepting that. Just like the thing with Teru in the last one, like I said, shouting through the floorboards, and apparently it sounds just as if he was in the room. No, it doesn't work like that, right? And then, of course, but what I did find towards just then, there was so much back and forth there towards the end with that friggin' sparkling justice. That could have been shortened quite, drastically, let's be honest. Okay, Sonia wants more time?
Pardon me. Can we have a little bit more time? please let us continue our discussion?
Continue our discussion? But isn't the voting over?
Yes, but I cannot help but feel strange. Something about this is definitely strange.
Huh?
Strange? What do you mean? There's no doubt that Pecco is the killer.
That is true. However,
As a serial killer enthusiast, you're wondering if Pecco is really Sparkling Justice, am I right?
Oh god, are we going to go down this route again? Are we going to get another load of spiel?
Hey, Miss Sonia isn't a serial killer enthusiast. She just has a little more passion about them than most.
This guy's white knighting so hard.
That makes her an enthusiast!
Honestly, it felt strange to me too. I mean, there's a distinct difference between what we know about Sparkling Justice and Pecco, right?
Okay.
Distinct difference?
Are we questioning whether she's actually a serial killer now?
You know, Sonia describes Sparkling Justice like this.
justice complete! The center of justice that is pierced by justice! The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky!
Oh, I really wish I was getting paid for every time I hear justice.
That would be me! Sparkling Justice!
Alright, what the heck was that? That is Sparkling Justice's catchphrase, dear fellow. An unknown serial killer has catchphrase. I read it in a magazine in the library. There's only ever been one person, a journalist, who has interviewed Sparkling Justice. The article was written in their native language, so I tried translating it. Ah, I see, so that's what it was. I think I've got the difference between the serial killer and Pecco. What nationality? So she's not Japanese.
I see!
That's right. According to what Sonia said,
The article was written in their native language, so I tried to translate it.
if she had it translated, that means it wasn't written in English, right?
Or Japanese.
Huh? Yes, the magazine I read was written in Spanish.
Oh, okay.
So, Sparkling Justice's catchphrase was no doubt written in Spanish as well. Which means the journalist and Sparkling Justice are both...
From Spain?
Okay.
What?
The emoticons again. So you're not Sparkling Justice then, right? Ah, all this time I completely misunderstood. So she's a copycat killer. Okay, right, there's a slight twist then. What I was saying earlier, the parallels between this trial and the second one of Trigger Happy Havoc, I think those parallels only go up to a certain extent. When I first heard about those serial killers, Genocide Jack and Sparkling Justice, okay, now we're drawing a direct parallel. I just assumed both serial killers are from the same country. But that wasn't the case. If so...
Pecco, you're not Sparkling Justice. There's no way that's possible.
Or, if you insist that you're Sparkling Justice, can you try saying that catchphrase in Spanish?
Would you be able to do that?
See.
It appears that the time has come for this mask to come off.
Oh.
However, that's perfectly fine. It's no longer necessary. And even if you find out now, it's too late for you all to do anything about it.
Okay.
My duty has already been finished. My duty as a tool has already been completed in full.
Uh-huh? Looks like she's back to normal?
That mask has fulfilled its purpose, just as I have.
What do you mean? Fulfilled its purpose? Too late? What are you getting at?
Now that you've already cast your votes, is what it means.
Hey, be clearer! We're asking you what your purpose was!
I have no purpose. I am just a mere tool.
What are you talking about?
Tool? What do you mean?
She called herself a tool, which means someone else used her then?
In the English language, it's also vulgar slang for something. She's calling herself something else. Ho ho ho.
Of course. A tool cannot do anything on its own.
Nah, you gotta stimulate it. If you know what I mean. No. No, just no.
I see. I finally understand. Well, I did have a sneaking suspicion all along.
What do you mean?
I mean, besides Peko and Hiyoko, someone else was also at the beach house.
Yes. Are we finally going to establish this? Because we know Hiyoko's been there, Kazuichi and Hiyoko being, you know, two people who discovered the body. Who was the original person? The other one?
Someone else?
There is proof that establishes that fact. Try to remember it.
Yeah, what you were saying. Alright, the proof that there's one more person at the scene of the crime.
I see!
There we are.
Are you talking about the body discovery announcement?
Yep, that's right. I mean, didn't Monokuma say so earlier?
So what about this time? Is it 3 people, including the killer, or not? Geez, fine. You want me to say it? It does include the killer this time, okay? All done.
That announcement is made when at least 3 people discover a body. And in this particular case, the killer, Peko, is not one of those 3. If that's the case, it would mean only Hiyoko and Kazuichi discovered the body, but...
I see. That leaves us one person short.
Okay, one thing I will say about Nagito is, although he has his moments where he just starts going off on one and distracting us all, he does also have moments where he does kind of push the story forward.
So that means there was one more person in the beach house!
Plus, the fact that Monokuma tried to hide that truth from us by being flexible with his own rules. That's such a vital clue that it could alter the outcome of the trial. Like an accomplice, for example.
No, that's not it.
Huh? Am I wrong?
Yes, from your basic way of thinking about it, you are wrong. Didn't I tell you? I'm just a tool.
God. Now if I had a pound for every time they said the word tool in the last 5 or 10 minutes.
That means I'm just a simple tool to be used by that person.
By that person? It's gonna make us guess, is it? Oh god, okay, right. This trial's not over yet. Huh?
Therefore, that person would have the strongest motive out of anybody else here, right?
Strongest motive, what, for Yahiko? Are we getting to Yakuza Boy? Because he's been... Well, he was earlier very protective. Well, he was like trying to cover for her, wasn't he? And he's the one with the motive for Mahiru's death.
You're the only one! Is it Fuyuhiko?
I see. Now I finally see the connection. The connection between the motive and the incident.
Right. Okay, but what's the nature of the relationship between Fuyuhiko and Peko, then? Because, like I say, Peko's not directly tied into this incident, so...
But even if it's the motive, it's just a game, right? There's no reason to believe it's even true. Would you call a game like that a strong motive?
Oh no, the events that occurred in the game should have definitely occurred in real life. There's overwhelming proof of that too. Is there? I can't remember. God. What, the crime scene photos?
I can prove it with this! I didn't think it was necessary to confirm it if it didn't have anything to do with Mahiru's murder, but... There's no doubt that game is based on actual events. That much is clear if you saw the ending prize. The photos awarded for beating the game are not actual in-game screenshots.
Okay, so I could have picked any of the photos, I'm guessing, basically.
They're all actual photos, with the surrounding scenery cropped out. You knew all along, Fuyuhiko, didn't you? You knew whether or not the first victim in the game was actually your little sister, right? Because whoever beat the game first and received the ending prize.
Yep, we remember this. Hey, what's that envelope? What's inside, you swab? Hey Louis, shut up. What makes you think you have any right to question me?
It was the envelope, right? The person who received the ending prize. It was you, wasn't it?
Who?
If you were shown a photograph of your sister's dead body, you'd have no choice but to believe it. Even so, you wanted to deny the truth. That's why you sent those photos to Mahiru to confirm it.
Hey! Why are we talking about Fuyuhiko? Who cares? 'Cause Peko is the killer, right?
But we already voted.
That's why I told you. You're all too late. As I said before, I exist as nothing more than a tool. I had no motive for killing Mahiru. No reason to kill. Not even the will to kill. I was simply used as a tool. As long as I am a tool, I cannot defy my orders.
God, who's in charge of the writing for this trial? Jeez.
Hey! What's going on? Can anyone give me a simpler explanation?
He's really sweating there, his Yakuza boy.
It means I'm not the killer.
Oh. Right. No. What?
The true killer, who used me as their weapon to kill Mahiru Koizumi, was Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu.
What?
What the hell?
I see. That's what you were aiming for all along.
No, I have no aim.
God, don't tell us about how you're a tool. We know.
But my young master does. My young master planned this from the start.
Young master?
Or him?
That is the truth of this case. I'm sure you realize it by now, but it's too late. You cannot undo the vote.
But where? Where?
That's a problem.
Where? I'm sorry, what's going on here? What? Wait, but we just talked about, we established it was Peko. Granted, the thing with the sword was far-fetched, but... What? What?
If Peko's allegation holds up, that means our vote was incorrect.
Okay, one second, I'm going to jump cut because I need a cup of tea. I need to mull this over with a cup of tea, everybody. 1 second. And here I am, back again, with a cup of tea. Okay, what's going on here?
In that case, the person who gets to live is...
Just... me?
That's nuts! No matter how you look at it, that's completely insane!
How would Peko be a tool in the first place? Peko is a legitimate human being!
That's not for you to decide. It's for Monokuma. The votes have been cast. All we can do now is wait and see what Monokuma decides.
What?
What the hell?
Yeah, I'm as stumped as the rest of you. Okay. What's my final mark here? Wow, I got... I mean, well, I suppose it's not too bad, is it? At the end of the day, it was just that 1 second non-stop debate that I've completely fucked up twice, but okay. Right.
I'm in a bind, and what a bind it is. I guess for now, let's take a quick recess. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
God, this has been a massive trial, this has. Although there were some twists and turns along the way, the one who killed Mahiru Koizumi is... hold on a sec.
Sorry.
Okay, I'll wait, so sorry, I'm just hesitating. Hey! G'day, mates, there's no need to hesitate, no matter how you look at it, Peko's the killer. Why?
Hey!
G'day, mates, why? Well, it's obvious, you're not a tool, you're a friggin' human being.
Well...
If I'm human, then I'm not tool, if that's what you're saying, you're wrong. Right, can we just cut to the chase? Instead of repeating the same things over and over.
You just don't know.
You just don't know that there are people who only exist to be tools. People such as myself. Only exist to be tools?
Hey,
What does she mean for you, Hiko? Yeah, someone please push the storyline forward.
Yeah.
Hey Louie, Peko and I grew up together. Are you two childhood friends then?
No.
It's completely different than that. Right after I was born and abandoned by parents, Kuzuryu clan took me in.
I am nothing but a tool.
They gave me a reason to exist. I am to fulfill my duty as young master's property.
What?
Oh, aye, property, you say? Hey, Louis, it means she's a hitman arranged by my clan to work directly under me. Okay. Some interesting
If my
pictures.
young master is attacked, I must defend him as his shield. If he intends to kill, I must be his sword.
Okay. Right. So you're a Yakuza-connected person as well, then?
That is my only reason for living. Before I am human, I am my young master's tool, first and foremost. Until this body of mine can no longer move, I shall fulfill my duty until the very end.
That is...
You are wrong. You're not a tool, Peko. Because if you're a tool... No, it was all that time we spent together.
Nothing.
Huh?
I was ordered by my young master to behave, just as I was ordered to interact with you all. Ah! Our professional relationship doesn't exist on Island. We're just fellow high school students now. Right after we arrived on Island, that is what my young master ordered me to do.
You fiend.
Oh, hi, that's why you're hiding your relationship, you mean?
No.
It's not as if that started the moment we arrived on Island. Before that, my young master has always told me to hide the relationship. My youngster loves relying on his household's power. Even hates me, tool given to him by his household.
I am nothing but a tool.
No matter what I am told, I am nothing but tool for killing. If my young master intends to kill, it is only natural for me to act as tool. Good lord. I don't know. Who did the writing for the script for this? I think they need to stop repeating the same words over and over and maybe just pick up a thesaurus or something every once in a while. Or maybe just shorten it, you know? Because there's a lot of back and forth. Then, the one who tried to kill Mahiru, it wasn't you, it was Fuyuhiko.
Damn it.
Hey Louis, it is what it is. When I thought I beat that game, I was suddenly given these photographs.
Damn it!
Hey Louis, I don't understand. Why is my sister in these photos?
Don't fuck with me!
And she's covered in blood. What does it mean? Why can't I remember? Hey Louis, how come I don't even know if my sister is dead?
You...
Tried to confirm it with Mahiru, and that's why you wanted to talk to her.
So...
Hey Louis, yeah. I sent her the photo because I wanted to make sure she'd respond. But she never replied back to me. Not only that, she started avoiding me too.
But...
Oh, blimey, I'm pretty sure Mahiru was confused too. I mean, we all were. Before anyone played the game, we didn't even know this incident had happened. That's why even if we were told that we're connected to it, there's no way we could accept it. You know, when Mahiru spoke to Ibuki, she mentioned something about this. Did she?
Aww.
Sorry, actually, I have plans to go to the beach with everyone.
Oh my!
Wait, you're not going to go, Mahiru? If you want to talk about it there, it'd be totally fine. But actually, I think you're fine. It's pretty important, so, you know, it'd be troubling to involve the others.
Huh?
You sound pretty serious. Serious or not, I can't really do anything about it on my own, so I wanted someone to think about it with me.
But...
If I need to make amends, I would, but I don't even know how.
Are you serious?
That definitely sounds serious. I can cancel my beach plans for you, pet. Chuck. Actually, no, it's fine. It's important that everyone gets along anyway. Just tell them I'm not feeling well. Plus, it doesn't have to be today. Kinda sad that you're dead, Mahiru. You were one of the more kind of sensible members of the group. There's always tomorrow.
Oh.
She wanted to discuss how to make amends, but Hiyoko was the only one who accepted her invitation. I should have gone too. But it was rather convenient for you, wasn't it, for you, Hiko? Yeah, sorry, my nose. Jeez. If you could make use of their plan to meet each other alone, you could easily lure Mahiru into a trap, right?
Hey.
By calling both of them to Beach House, let's go a bit northern, you were able to pin the blame on Hiyoko.
What the?
Seriously, what the heck? Hey Louie, an eye for an eye, that's the world I live in. my little sister was murdered if the reason that happened was because of some person here.
Damn it!
I have no choice but to kill that person on my sister's behalf, right?
And so,
My young master thought of plan and executed it. Hey Louis, I wanted to use a bat as the murder weapon because in the game that's what was used to kill Girl E. For revenge, clubbing the person to death the same way my sister was killed just seemed to make sense. Even if it ruined my disguise, it was the only thing I could do to avenge my sister.
That is...
So that is why you killed Mahiru with the bat? I thought we said she... Wait, oh yeah, killed with the bat, yeah. For a second I got confused with the bamboo sword. Hey Louis, but still, I believed her up till the very last minute that that game was just a work of fiction. But even so, that bitch...
hey,
Actually, if that game is actually real, are you the one who killed Girl E?
Why, you...
Hey Louis, I don't want to hear about that.
but
Actually, the fact that your sister was killed is terrible. It's unfortunate, but...
why?
You shouldn't have killed that girl.
Shut the hell up!
Hey Louis, who cares about that? Just answer me. What do you know about that game?
What are you saying?
Actually, you had no right to do that. Nobody has the right to judge others for their crimes. Revenge is just wrong.
Jeez.
Hey Louis, want me to be honest? This whole time I was acting like a coward. Even after I called over Mahiru, I was still trying to find an excuse to not go through with the plan. But after she said that to me, that all went out the fucking window. I got really pissed off and grabbed the metal bat that I hid under the bench. But at that moment... young master called for me and made me kill Mahiru.
Huh?
Oh, hey up.
Young master, I am finished.
God, what is that? What is that expression on Fuyuhiko's face? Jesus. he's eyeing her up.
What?
Are you saying that you killed because you were ordered to? Tool is not defined by its will but by its actions. I don't get this at all.
Of course!
Well, of course you don't understand, because humans are completely different from one another. Everyone's birthplace and upbringing is different. It's obviously impossible for them to understand each other. So everyone just pretends to understand, and pretends to be understood.
Be quiet.
Hey, you're too annoying. Can you just be quiet?
Yes, indeed!
Okie dokie, I'll be quiet. Afterward, just as my young master planned, I proceeded to tamper with scene of crime. However, I also considered possibility of being found out. So in order to get you guys to make a wrong choice, I decided to make use of serial killer story.
It cannot be.
You insisted that you were sparkling justice in order to make us hasten our votes. So we fell for it. We fell for a trick all along. That's right. You guys have made the wrong decision. Have we though? Wait. So hold on a minute. Right. Let me see if I'm understanding this right. You did kill Mahiru, but you seem to be labouring under the assumption that because you were ordered to kill her, that means that technically Fuyuhiko is therefore the murderer, and because they voted for you, that means Fuyuhiko's going to survive? I'm not sure that's how it works. I'm pretty sure whoever actually administers the killing blow is classed as the murderer here.
That's obviously wrong!
G'day mate, hold on, don't act like our loss has been decided yet.
No.
It should be decided already, isn't that right, Monokuma?
This is troubling!
I'll admit, all this talk about Peko being a tool sounds pretty persuasive. When you approach it from various angles, it makes sense that Fuyuhiko is actually the true killer. G'day mate, hold on, I'm telling you to hold on, you wallaby.
I see.
I see, so for Peko, Fuyuhiko himself is your true hope then. On his behalf, you killed Mahiru, and now you're trying to sacrifice us so you can protect him.
Great!
You would only go that far because he's your one and only hope.
Wrong.
I have no hope, I am just... a tool? Oh, wait, no, that's him speaking. A tool? Well, even if we ask her, she'll probably just play dumb or anyway.
Now then.
So I'm going to ask someone else. Hey, Fuyuhiko, what do you think?
Huh?
Hey, Luri, about what?
Hey.
Is Peko just a tool to you? Using that tool, surviving by sacrificing Peko and the rest of us? Is that your hope?
What?
Hold on.
Was Yusuf asking something like that?
What?
You seem distressed. A mere tool doesn't panic like that, right?
Jeez.
Peko, be honest. Are you trying to protect Fuyuhiko of your own free will?
Hey,
Fuyuhiko, can you tell me the truth? The fact that she killed on your behalf, the fact that she lied to us by acting like the killer, are those all things you ordered her to do? Is that the truth?
Huh?
Hey, Louis, Fuyuhiko, dear fellow!
Yeah.
G'day, mates, I know you hate our guts, but...
Huh?
If you listen to Peko, we're all gonna die!
Yeah.
I...
Young master.
You'll just have to tell truth. I was only following your orders, you'll just have to tell them that. Fuyuhiko. You mentioned this before, but... Hey Louie, in this kind of situation, interacting with others will just shorten your lifespan. Those idiots Byakuya and Terra are proof of that. Plus it'd be frustrating to be held back by affection when it's my time to kill. Are you still saying that? Hey Louie, of course, I'll sacrifice the lives of everyone here if it guarantees my survival. You don't really feel that way, right? You're not that kind of person. Because if you were... you wouldn't be hesitating like you are now, right?
Young master!
There's no need to hesitate, young master. Please just tell him truth. Young master, you were one who ordered me. I just did as I was told because I am tool. What is going on here? Fuyuhiko, this could be considered your ultimate choice. Regardless, either way, you'll still lose Peko, but...
Hey.
If you insist you're the killer, just as she said, you can sacrifice us and survive alone. No, I really don't think it works like that. Peko is the killer, she's gonna die, we're all gonna have to continue, okay? Or would you rather reject Peko and fight alongside us against despair? Which one will be your hope? Let's hear what you have to say.
Damn it!
Young master, I am finished.
You? What the hell did you do? You already know, right? What's going to happen after you kill someone?
I did it because I know. There is no way I can let that happen to you.
Yeah. Hey, Peko. Do you remember what I told you when we first arrived on this island? Our professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We're just fellow high school students now. You need to run. Got it? Just let me take the fall so you can get away.
Young master, that is impossible.
Shut up! I'm ordering you not to worry about me!
There is no way I cannot worry about you. I am my young master's tool.
Yes, we get it.
Without an owner.
Oh god,
God
right.
damn it, we are done with that crap! Why won't you listen to what I'm saying?
Yes, listen to what Fuyuhiko's saying, we're done with that. We get it.
Regardless, I will not flee. Besides, I'm fairly certain they'll discover the truth soon enough.
Then, why did you...
I have a plan.
Huh? A plan?
Please do not worry. I promise I will keep my young master alive and return him safely home.
You idiot. What do you intend to do?
Big Bad Bat is playing Transformers Fall of Cybertron.
I intend to fulfill my duty as your tool. Now please, go! Hiyoko will be waking up soon. After you leave, I must block the door to the road with Mahiru's body. Hurry!
Damn it. You better run away. Got it? Just forget about me! Forget about the Kuzuryu clan! You better escape!
So how about it, Fuyuhiko? Please tell me the truth.
Sorry.
Hey Louie, I'm sorry, Peko. I guess I couldn't go through with it after all.
Young master!
I'm a disgrace.
Hey Louie, because if that's actually what I have to do to survive, I'd just feel ashamed of myself. I mean, I can't live without depending on something. I just feel disgusted with myself.
Peko.
And if I admit that, it means you really are just a tool to me. Hey Louie, how many times did I tell you I don't want a tool given to me by the Kuzuryu clan?
Young master.
Oh.
So this is how it turned out.
Too bad.
And here I thought it'd be more brutal and heartless. Man, how disappointing. which means everything happened thanks to her meddlesome actions.
Why you?
There's no way a human that meddlesome could ever be considered a tool.
Hey,
Monokuma, you know all along, didn't you? You knew about what Peko and Fuyuhiko discussed.
jeez.
Well, it's obvious now. I mean, that's why you have surveillance cameras. You were just having fun, huh? Even if it was an act of desperation, Peko's claim was surprisingly interesting. You were actually the first to try to influence the outcome of the trial like that. But too bad, you're definitely the killer. Peko, the tool with the heart, is the killer.
Sorry.
Hey Louis, Peko, I'm sorry I couldn't fill your request. Even though you did all that to provide me the chance to survive. But I had the feeling it would turn out like this.
Huh?
Young master.
You have kind heart despite being Yakuza. That's why you question your position and constantly worry about it. For you to sacrifice someone else just to escape by yourself, I believed you wouldn't accept that so easily. We've been together ever since we were children. Even Tool will understand that.
What?
Hey Louis, then why?
Even so,
I wanted you to
wanted
escape.
you to escape.
She's talking. I wanted to protect you.
Peko.
I am terribly sorry.
I will not be able to serve by your side until the very end, young master.
Bye.
And I'm sorry for what I've done to you all too. It may be selfish request, but please forgive young master.
And please do not cause a senseless killing such as this ever again.
Of course. We're feeling sorry for her now. At will do, Monokuma, why did you start it already?
I will never feel despair.
As long as I am Tool, I'm fully prepared to die.
So cool!
But will you be able to maintain that composure until the very end? People who act as proud as you always shed tears of despair in the end. Now then, let's begin!
Young Master Fuyuhiko.
Please permit me to make one final selfish request.
So,
Hey Louis, didn't I tell you not to call me young master?
I want you to remember.
The tool Peko Pekiyama who used to stand beside you, I'd like it if you remembered that. That's it. Hey Louis, how many times do you have to keep... I don't need any tools. Yeah, how many times do we have to go back and forth like this? Just get it over with. You did say that. Then let's begin! The punishment time brimming with despair!
jeez.
Hey Louis, why don't you get it yet?
Thrills, chills, kills!
This time for the ultimate swordswoman, Peko Pekiyama!
Why?
Hey Louis, you stayed by my side all this time. Why don't you get it?
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment!
I
Hey Louis, I never needed a sword or a shield.
never needed a tool. So... You didn't need to become a tool.
Can we stop referring to her as Tool? It sounds so... It's not the right word.
Let's give it everything we've got!
You just needed to be yourself. I never wanted a tool. I just wanted you. Only you.
Well, there's an admission.
Young Master?
Ooh.
Why? Why couldn't you understand? We've always been together ever since we were kids!
Let's go! It's punishment time!
Please, Peko. Don't go! I need you!
Oh, God.
Don't leave me!
Young Master? Young Master!
Ooh. Ooh. Oh dear. Well, that was character development. But she's fucked. A one-woman army. Oh. Oh, snap! Oh, Fuyahiko just got wrecked! Oh dear! Oof, God! Ooh! Oh boy!
That is impossible!
This cannot be, even Fuyahiko! Well, I wasn't expecting that. So 2 people have been executed. This is bad, this shouldn't be allowed. People dying so easily, falling like dominoes. You bastard, what is this? Alright, this can't be. This is a lie, right? Peko! Fuyahiko! God, my voice.
Such a waste.
My throat. Yeah. For heaven's sake, this is just the worst. Jeez, what a waste. This conclusion, what a waste. This is why she should have just discussed it with me.
Damn it.
It was supposed to be a clash between 2 hopes, but it was crushed into something so unpalatable.
Oh.
He's still talking about that. The hell's wrong with you? Oh wait, no. Side mouth for the... The hell's wrong with you? Aren't you pissed that 2 of your friends got killed? That's it.
Such despair.
I am pissed, and even I even feel sad and hopeless. But still...
Isn't that right?
It's going to be alright. This despair is worthless. Even this despair is just a ladder to a bright, shining future that awaits us. The higher the ladder, the brighter we can shine. That is the unmistakable truth. Calling me a ladder, huh? You say some pretty interesting things. In a way, your misguided thoughts of what hope should be remind me of him. Him? Who? I don't really understand what you're saying.
Listen carefully.
Anyway, I shall make a declaration. We will definitely destroy you. The hopes of all the ultimates here will definitely completely, utterly destroy you. There won't even be a strand of cotton left when we're done with you. That's your future. Ah, how much longer are you planning to say such stupid things? Don't you understand? Even Fuyahiko died, you know. Not yet. He's still alive. Oh.
What?
He's not dead.
Everyone!
Fuyahiko is still alive.
You serious?
Are you serious? What he said. Frantically we rushed over to Fuyahiko's side. Wow, he's... Oh, he's a bit bloodied up.
He's still breathing.
Is he gonna be okay?
Do something! Hey! You need to save him! Hey!
I'm trying! But his blood, he won't stop bleeding out! His pulse is getting weaker!
Can't you do anything about it? God damn it!
Oh boy. Well, serves him right.
You're so stupid!
Were you filled with hope at the thought of saving her yourself? That's why you ended up like that.
You stupid brother!
What are you so laid back about? You need to hurry up and save him.
I don't believe it!
A surprise order?
What the heck?
Why do I have to burn my precious calories just to save some Yakuza scum?
That's wrong!
It's your duty to save him.
Huh?
Duty?
Hey!
Because it's written in the school trip rules. What, the headmaster? Ah, they alone will be executed, okay. So he has to save Fuyahiko. If only the Blacken gets executed, then Fuyahiko shouldn't be allowed to be executed. Well, if I could, I would do something about it right now. Well, since my magic stick was taken away, I'm practically powerless.
Hey!
But you should be able to do it.
Unbelievable.
Jeez, I guess I have no choice.
Fine.
Well, there's no way I can violate a rule, even if it's me.
So,
Fine then, I'll save him. Oh, really?
like...
Yeah, I was actually going to do that all along. So I've actually already prepared for this. Prepared? Okay. And that's when it happened. A siren began ringing from out of nowhere, and gradually grew closer and closer. Okay, he's actually got an ambulance.
An ambulance?
Just leave the rest to me, Dr. Killgood.
Dr. Killgood, you've already killed your patient.
God, coughing.
We gotta get this patient to the Monokuma Hospital ER and get him under 24-hour observation stat!
I like how he's got the Hope's Peak logos on the ambulance. And the side of the ambulance actually says Monokuma Critical Care something.
So, I'll see you later!
Critical Care Centre, probably. That sound. And after he said that, the ambulance containing Monokuma and Fuyuhiko vanished from our sight. Oh, blimey. Is it really going to be okay to leave this to Monokuma?
Damn it.
Well, it can't be helped. It's not like there was any other way.
Perhaps.
He's going to be fine. He's probably going to get better and come back to us again. You're right, Chuck. He's definitely going to come back and talk a lot of smack as if nothing happened. Then we can all we can do is wait. Why do we have to wait for him? He caused my hero's death, you know.
However,
we must put that aside, dear fellows, since Peko has already been punished. Or else we will not be able to advance forward.
Fall, my tears.
Oh, aye. There are no second chances in life. We cannot return to what has already transpired. There is no other way than to move forward, like an arrow of light piercing through the darkness.
Damn it!
I guess. Things aren't as exciting if a shit stir like him ain't around. Whatever, okay. I didn't realise it, but I was wishing for that too. From the bottom of my heart, I really wanted him to return. Fuyuhiko! You swab. I don't want anyone else to be a sacrifice. Oh man. God, that trial was humongous. I'm definitely thinking about splitting that over a couple of episodes, because that was just huge. And so the class trial ended, but we still can't see the real ending that we really want yet. When that finally arrives, what will have happened to us by then? No matter where I look, no matter what possibilities I look for, I can't see our future, not even a speck. As if we were in a boat, floating unreliably in a vast dark sea, is a feeling with which I'm very familiar as a pirate. We were just left there, alone. Only one word could explain our situation. Despair. We couldn't find a more suitable word than that. Oh, this thing. Oh, God, sorry. God, these voices kill my throat. Don't know why I put myself through this agony. 15 days left, that's gone down. Oh boy. 15 days left to what, though? Still a question. Oh? Monami? What's going on?
You guys can see it, right? You can see this countdown too?
You're breaking the fourth wall?
4 people are already gone. We took our time preparing the hope fragments, but now we're no longer able to gather them. Honestly, I'm not so sure anymore. Whether it's better if we let them leave this island, or if we shouldn't let them escape. For those kids, which option is hope and which is despair? But I guess there's no time to hesitate. If this countdown reaches 0, that guy will probably take over our plan's final stage as well. What lies beyond that is the foul resurrection of the ultimate despair.
That guy. What lies beyond that is the foul resurrection of the ultimate despair if their countdown reaches 0. What?
And the continuation of the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Okay, direct reference back to the first game. So, yeah. In terms of the overall plot, we know that this is continuing the story laid down in Trigger Happy Havoc. Continuation of the biggest, most awful. So, right, so this can't be... Here's what I'm thinking, right? This tragedy, of course, was originally referred to in Trigger Happy Havoc. It's now being referred to here, so... This game's obviously a sequel to that, so it can't be too far in the future, too far after the events of the first one, can it? Does that make sense?
That cannot be allowed! We must prevent that by any means necessary. Even if we have to pay the ultimate price, I will definitely prevent it by any means.
So you're very big on hope, mon ami, and anti-despair. Now you're basically saying that we can't let the tragedy continue, that we can't allow despair to kind of resurge. Oh, interesting. Just making a mental note of as many of this, as much of this as I can.
Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope.
Right. Okay. Oh, Chapter 2. Sea and Punishment, Sin and Coconuts. End. Oh boy. Surviving students? 12. Plus one who's very injured. To be continued. In the next episode, of course. Well. Okay. Got a present. Is that, yeah, it's the Black Dragon Blade. That's Pecco's sword. And its bag that comes in. Okay. Oh, yeah. Definitely want to save the friggin' progress. Good lord. Okay, well, that's that. We're going to wrap this episode up here, everybody. So, yeah, depending on how the editing process goes, I may split this trial over 2 episodes. We'll see. We'll see how it is, because there's a lot of content in there that I'm probably going to cut out. You know, not necessarily dialogue from the characters or anything, but there were moments during that trial which, you know, I'll probably cut out because either A, I wasn't really having any success, or I was just sort of fucking around, getting things wrong. So, you know, once I've cut all that out, depending on how long the overall trial was, I may split it into 2 episodes or so. We'll see, I don't know. I'll see how it goes. So yeah, my god, that was just a humongous trial though. That was full of ups and downs, I must say, that one. I'll be honest, I'm not sure if that was really my favourite trial, that one I've had. It's just, I mean, I think partly, obviously, you know, so some of it came down to me because I kind of fucked up some of the non-stop debates. Because, you know, first of all, there was that second one where you know, it was basically about the thingy, the murder weapon in the original Twilight Syndrome murder case. You know, and it turned out it was like, oh, they used the school swimsuit with the gravel in it. And it was like, you know, that was just so outside the box from, you know, it just took me ages to get it, essentially. That's probably a lot of the stuff that I'll cut out of the video there, me just constantly failing at it. But god, yeah. And then the thing with Pecco using the sword to get out of the room, out of the shower room. Again, like the Terra trial, it just seems so far-fetched. I don't know how to feel about it. I mean, I suppose it's possible, but just very, I don't know. But of course, it's just the one thing I didn't like about the trial, though, was getting towards the end of it, the dialogue was really going back and forth, and just taking ages to advance, it felt like. Like, for example, they brought Sparkling Justice into it, and it was like, constantly just Pecco just talking about, you know, I am Sparkling Justice, I'm going to ensure justice light that peers through all others, and all this, and then it was the bit with the tool as well, and it was just, oh god. I think, yeah, whoever wrote the dialogue for this trial maybe just needs to, you know, dial it back a bit. But yeah, here you go. So we got through that. 12 students still remaining, 4 now dead. And another interesting little scene there with Monami at the very end. So, obviously at the start of this particular trial, I mentioned that after the trial at some point I'm going to talk about some kind of hypotheses I have about the storyline of this game, because there are things, you know, I've been reviewing things that happened in previous episodes and just thinking carefully about how they could all fit together and things like this, and I have a few tentative suggestions, but yeah, I'll talk about them in the next episode, I think, at the start. So yeah, well, there you go, everybody. Hope you'll join me for the next episode, whatever number that'll be, depending on how I've split this one, if at all I've chosen to split it. If you're not doing so already, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter, links in the video description as always. If you're also interested in seeing me do anime-related content, go check out my General Red Propagandist channel, link also in the video description. But than that, I'm signing off now. Goodbye, everybody. What the fuck? Oh! What the? I hear movement. Why is there movement? Nothing happened. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. I just reloaded the game and then bullshit just went down. Why? Who am I here? Oh! Why are you here? Oh my fucking god. Jesus Christ, that scared the shit out of me. Why did that happen? Holy fuck, that scared the absolute shit out of me.